tonight's event, where we see if the party can or cannot take on a beast that has tracked them down, hunted them, and is ready to eat them, because they are delectable brew. We want to quickly give a shout out to the Forge. We appreciate hosting our service of Foundry so we can play this wonderful game tonight. If you need services for that, check them out. Without further ado, let's see what's going on in everyone's lives. We'll start off with Mixed Nuts. How's it going?
Oh, things have been great.
The zombies didn't eat you.
No, well, I mean, they ate one of my characters like 4 or 5 days ago, but it's kind of a thing in that game. There's really not a whole lot you can do about it.
Yeah.
The new character's doing well. I've managed to get further in the same amount of time than any of the other characters that I've managed at that point. Character's just made it over a month and already has trapping set up. The only thing he's missing is being able to run a car. I found one that will work, but because I haven't found the mechanics book to be able to learn mechanics quickly, it is a amazingly slow grind to run into town, strip the few things off of each of the few cars that I can find off, and then put them back on. I mean, I'm looking at another 10 or 12 days of doing that before I can even attempt to hotwire the car that I want to be able to take out of that parking lot. Had an amazing weekend last weekend. Sorry I wasn't here, but
you were missed.
Being able to see old friends that you haven't really had a chance to hang out with in years. Not to mention, you know, my wife kind of pointed out to me that I haven't taken a trip to go and do anything for myself like that for a weekend in the entire time that we've been married. I mean, every trip has been either a family trip or
a couple years.
17. I mean, I haven't done anything like that in a long time, and it was way overdue. It was a great battery recharge. I came home feeling great.
Yeah,
it was just fun. It was a lot of a really good time.
Good.
That's awesome to hear.
Yeah, it's important.
Needed it. Definitely needed it.
By the way, whenever I during my work day, whenever I the first stream that I end up putting on is yours, because I can pretty much always count on something around 10 a.m. 11 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for filling the mid part of my day.
Not a problem, my man. Thanks for being there. I love being able to interact with people in chat. It's part of what makes being able to play a game that is that grindy solo more entertaining. As I was saying earlier on, I'm gonna have to start mixing it up at least a little bit more though, because I can feel myself starting to want to burn out playing the same game 40, 50 hours a week. So I'm probably going to switch to a couple of days of Zomboid at the beginning and the end of the week, and then other stuff in the middle. I haven't fully decided. I was thinking Subnautica. I'm thinking maybe some Medieval Dynasty. Scott Dog already earlier today voted for me to play Darkest Dungeon 2, which I own, just because he wants to see me get frustrated.
Yeah.
So
DD2 is really good.
Oh, it looks really good.
Yeah. DD1 is really good too, by the way.
Oh, I streamed some DD1 as far as that goes in the first place, and I'm that glutton for punishment that said, okay, I'm going to play this game on the hardest difficulty with no torches.
Yeah.
You have Baldur's Gate 3, right?
I have Baldur's Gate 3, yeah.
You should try that too.
I haven't done a whole lot of solo on that.
It's just really, really long.
Really, really long. You are correct about that. But I mean, if I'm dedicating a specific day to it, that's what I'm going to do every week. I don't think it'll probably take that long to get through it when I'm doing 6-hour chunks at a time. Depends on how poorly I play, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
To be fair, I don't know if you have it or not, but Darktide is watching Dime play Darktide on Thursday. Is Thursday night? Is that it?
We've been doing Wednesday night.
That's what I meant. Yeah, Wednesday night. It's been wild, and I'm just sitting there playing.
If you get it and want to play, let me know.
It's a lot of fun. The music is excellent.
Yeah, they did a really good job with that.
I also got back all of my while I was out there, because I'd had them sitting in a display at my buddy's house when he moved from here. But I got back all of my Warp Spiders and all of my Harlequins circa 1996 And then
Dude.
I went and I looked them all up. They're all the old school pewter miniatures that went along with that. And they're
Yeah.
the old school ones of those. One of those Harlequins anymore goes for like $300. I was like,
Yeah, man.
well, I got 3,000 points in Warp Spiders and Harlequins in
Yeah.
the old
Sitting on a
school
gold
stuff
mine.
for that.
You might want to cash those in.
I was thinking about it, but I don't wanna. I love the damn things.
See, the thing about this, like you can leave it the way, like you can like continue to like have them like sit and gather value. If you have no time at all to use them, then yeah, I mean like that's a consideration, sure. But like if you love them, then yeah, don't sell them.
They're
Yeah.
they're the first set of miniatures that I painted myself. So
If you decide to liquidate any of them and you want to replace any of them, let me know. I've been thinking about getting a bigger one, but I have a small 3D printer. We could print you out some good resin replacements.
$3,000 as far as that goes is kind of hard to turn down, especially with as broke as I've been here lately.
That's why I'm saying if it does come to that, don't feel like can't replace them at all.
Yeah.
Hey, Dime,
So-
can you 3D print money?
Sort of. I can print items that people can buy. The problem is I haven't found a market to send it to, and the setup hasn't been completed. But I wouldn't mind doing that via like the Discord. Have people drop the file to me that they want, print it out, ship it to them.
You
Have
should
them
set up
just
an Etsy.
cash app money. I don't like Etsy. They take too much of a cut.
That's true.
I don't know. Buddy of mine's doing that with printing dice towers and such of that nature, and he's been making anywhere between $600 and $800 a month just off
Nice.
of what he's got set running for it in the middle
Yeah.
of the night while he's sleeping.
I've considered
That's
it.
amazing. Like just an extra 600 to 800K basically when you're sleeping. That's wild.
Yeah, no, I mean he was just like, and he's like, I'll just say, and he's doing Etsy as far as that goes as well, just simply because anybody who's on Etsy to buy stuff is someone who already has a fairly disposable chunk of income.
Yeah. you have a
Otherwise, they're
point
not
there.
going out there.
I can see the reason to do that then. That makes sense. I might do it. It's just
Yeah, or you're doing.
Basic.
I mean, if I happen to come into any disposable income, I might like actually consider a nice 3D printer just to do that.
I have a decent one, but it's resin. You're not going to want to use it to print a dice tower.
No,
You'd want an extruder for the dice tower.
That's what he's running for that.
The one I have is more for doing minis and that size things. And it works nice.
Minis
I
would still be.
need to finish it up. And the model I was thinking is where you have it where they send you the file they want and you say what size you want it, size it, print it, ship it. That way I
And then
don't have to worry about funding all the licensing for all of them and all that garbage.
The other part, though, is that also then allows you to build a library of files for personal use for yourself.
I
if
don't
you're
know
not
what you
trying to
mean.
sell. Oh, I know exactly where you're going for that, man. I know you'd be doing the exact same thing.
The legality part, like I mentioned, that was part of it, is that I didn't want to risk that whole thing. Because some of them are like, sure, you can do it, but you have to buy this premium tier bundle just to be, legal in printing our stuff for others. And I'm like,
It's one of the things that the buddy of mine who's doing that is actually a decent enough coder that he's writing his own files for the dice towers. He's doing his own designs for that.
oh yeah, that's
So at that point, it's all pure profit because he's the owner of that
Right.
license then.
with minis, it's a little bit more
Yeah.
difficult. Yeah.
I mean, could you get around that by doing like OCs only kind of deal?
If you have it where you give me the file, I print the file, you send me, and you are agreeing by doing so that you are authorized to have that printed, you
Here's
can
the waiver to
bypass
sign.
some of that stuff. I am
Here's the waiver. Here's the
Get it in writing,
legality
yeah.
sign. Yeah.
Exactly. I did my part in saying that you agreed that you looked into it and made sure that it was authorized to be printed. I am simply clicking
Yeah.
the button for
I
you
will
and
not
sending
print
it.
this unless you sign it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's kind of like,
Here's
you know,
the
you
DocuSign.
go to, you know, any of the stores, right? You have FedEx and UPS that have stores where you can copy stuff, right? The assumption is that you have permission to copy whatever you're copying there.
Yep. And they're not legally accountable for that.
That's the model I'd be going with, is that for that
Yeah.
reason.
It's just safer.
Exactly. And that's why I wouldn't want to say, hey, here's my library of minis that I can print, because then you run into issue of, do you actually have the right? Do you, you know, all that headache.
Yeah.
Whereas if you just
Do you
say,
have
hey,
the file already? Do
it's
you have an
understood
idea?
that the file you're giving me, you're saying that you have ensured your permission to have it printed. Any legal constraints are on you, it just safer. And a lot of companies will be fine with you having it printed for your personal use. They just don't want it printed for sale to others.
Yeah. No, like Etsy or
Yeah,
Patreon subscription to do mini files, anything like that.
right. So then it would just be basically being a service for those who want to get those minis from those services but don't have 3D printer of their own. So
Yeah,
basically
do
print
like
on
a,
demand service.
hey, I take commissions via PayPal, or if you want to throw me a few bucks but don't have enough for a mini, buy me a coffee.
Yeah. So,
Makes sense.
but yeah, that's awesome. Nuts. Those are, yeah, some of those older ones are.
I was really surprised to see how expensive the Harlequins in particular were, but they haven't. I also didn't know, because I haven't kept up with 40K very much since back in the 90s. Didn't realize that they'd basically stopped making them.
Yeah.
That
No,
particular
Harlequins were
miniature is,
gone. Yeah.
they've been gone for 25 years or more at this point already. I was like, oh shit.
Why do you think there's so much? Because it's out of print.
Yeah.
So they have a few Harlequin models now, but it's
None of them look like the old ones.
not even close. They're completely different. And it's very small group of them. It's basically like an elite add-on group to your others. Not actually an army of their own.
See, and what I set up and I fielded for that was a 3,000 point army that consisted primarily of both warp spiders and harlequins. It was all, you know, the monofilament gun weapons that all of those things used back in the day, you know, that totally ignore armor.
Yep.
Go right through a Terminator squad like they're nothing if you do it right.
And yet now they just have the one troop. Harlequin troop is all they have. 6 figures. And it's $45 for 6 figures. And I don't even think they're very posable either.
I will say
That's the
that
main thing
40K, actual 40K armies is most definitely not it's not an inexpensive hobby.
Mm-hmm.
You're spending a ton of money.
Yep.
The crack.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like they're throwing a fit about people trying to 3D print and bring their own models and stuff, but it's like you're making it so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get a hero unit, a single model is over $30. You know, there's at some point people just have to be like, I can't.
Well, that was like all the way back in the day when I made the decision of, do I keep playing Magic the Gathering or do I keep playing role-playing games, because I can only afford one of the two.
Mm-hmm.
Books last a lot longer than them damn cards, you know, usefulness. That wasn't much of a choice. I gave all my Magic cards to my dad. Well, he still got most of them, and they're now worth about 20 grand from what I gave him at this point.
Yep.
Damn it.
That's okay. when I gave it to him in the first place, I told him, as far as that goes, that if there's, when it comes time to put things in the will, what I get first.
What's the thing?
It's
It's
like a boomerang.
There you
Just
go.
a really,
Yeah.
really long, long time to come
I
back.
gave him that stuff when I got out of the Navy, so that's been 26 years ago now.
that's the thing. Like I think you would probably do it anyways since they were yours.
And none of my other siblings are interested in them in any way, shape, or form, other than the fact that they are worth money.
Mm-hmm.
Ah,
But see, that's the thing. Technically, it's your money.
Oh,
You just got to have
Do
them
you
and
have
use
any
them.
Black Lotus or
Yeah.
or Birds of Paradise?
I've still got a beta Soul Ring in the other room that I never gave away, and that son of a bitch went from, it was like $6 when I bought it in the first place. It's worth 600 now,
Wow.
and
magic is the stock market for non-finance nerds.
Nice.
That's good. That's good.
All right. Well, that's awesome, man. Keep up the streaming. Keep up the work. We kind of got off on tangent a bit, but
We do that.
we hang out. We have fun. We play games. But you know what? We're all here to have fun. So why would we not banter and have fun? Since that's kind of the primary purpose.
Exactly.
The game and the story is just a medium part of doing that. So we'll bounce on over then to Mr. Met. And how are you doing? And thank you for those documents for Pathfinder 2.
You are most welcome, sir. I'm doing a lot better than last week. I'm still very slightly croaky with a little bit of coughing here and there, but
You sound great.
significantly better than I was last week. So we can
Yeah.
actually, be a little bit more vocal this week. And you are most welcome, sir. I am doing my best to provide you with as much support as I can give, and I've spent probably about 15 to 20 hours on that this week. So
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah, you are most welcome. What I'm trying to do with that is to, instead of giving you which I've said it in a
Mhm.
message, but this is just to anyone that might be listening. Instead of giving you definitive, explicit, specific rules, I'm giving you tools that you can use, and ideas of how to use those tools
Yeah.
to enable you to see how the game works, how the numbers work with tables and with examples, to equip you with the information and the tools so that you can then use those things for yourself. And because I think there's too many specific examples, even if it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
terrain, right? You can have mud, you can have walls, you can have everything, right? So it's well, instead of giving you minutia, I'll give you general, but that general will
Mhm.
be very tool equipped so that you can explore that for yourself and experiment for yourself for
Mhm.
your own balance and for your own groups and for your own world and for all of that sort of stuff. And hopefully, if that's proving to be useful, I'll
Absolutely.
probably release it out into the world of the community and allow other people to do to have that stuff
Yep.
and equip other new GMs, because I'm very passionate about helping people, number one. I'm very passionate about role playing games, number two. And I have the ability to absorb information and to present information in slightly different formats to enable people to have everything that they need, or hopefully most things that they need, in one place. So why not do that? So,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, it's awesome. I mean, if you look at it right from perspective of running a game, right? How many of us have run a game? Most of us here have run a game. Is it more helpful to have exact rule or to have guidelines of how the rules are supposed to work so you can make better judgment calls?
Well, I'd much rather have a guideline. An exact rule becomes something that I find a breakpoint on as fast as I can do so.
That's the problem. And that's why I like what you're doing, Matt, is because it's guiding, it's giving basically more like guide rails of how things work than a rigid structure. With the
Right.
acknowledgement, hey, this is how things can work. This is how you can piece things together. An example of how to make things work and put things together. And that is so much more helpful than one set piece. Here you go. And that's one thing I love 5e. We played it a long time, but that's one issue I always had with it. There is little to no flexibility that they gave you, except this is how we do it. And it's like, well, what if that's not working? How do we do something slightly different?
Yeah. And so, yeah, that's what I've been doing for DM, and I'll probably be sharing it amongst my communities and seeing how other people look at it. And if it looks to be something that can be useful, I'll put it out there and have it available. And I might even do this for other systems yet, because I've GM'd a lot of systems, and I'm into just role playing games. I'm into people exploring what else is out there. Yes, Azrael, you've got your
Hey,
hand up.
sorry, I just didn't want to say anything. You were talking, so if you haven't thought about it already, I don't know if you have a Patreon. I know that lots of people would probably fund your time investment into creating these systems. Just an idea to consider.
Yeah, yes, I acknowledge your point.
No, I know.
Yeah,
I just know how passionate you are about creating systems and role playing and things like that, and helping the community. And I feel like people would compensate you for that.
yeah, it's possible. I have this thing for myself, and it's a personal thing. I like to be free of in very strict accountability. I like some accountability, but it's the very strict accountability. Like, hey, I'm going to provide one character sheet and 3, I don't know, paragraphs and whatever else
Yeah,
each month, right? So
sure.
Patreon works off, well, a lot of the time, off producing specific quantities of things that I'm not always going to be able to do in that amount of time. And
Sure.
what I've done in the past is, even like on Twitch or whatever else, I've gone, oh, well, here's a really good idea. Here's what I'd like to do, and I'm getting really excited, and I'm told my community, hey, like, you've got this time, and here, and like 3, 4, 5 weeks in, I fall off the bandwagon because life happens, and then I disappoint people who are already invested in something. So I feel like, for me at least, doing things in a way that is a little bit more just casual, and testing the waters, and putting things as they're being developed out, and iterating on them when I can,
I think a
Do
straight
things
donation
a
organically.
little bit
would
better
work
for
better.
me. And,
Okay.
and maybe that means I'm not going to make the money that I could make potentially
Right.
if things went a certain way and I got lucky and I attracted certain people with disposable income that would be willing to throw money at that.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
You say, with your personality and how you like to work, I do think either PayPal or Cash App or whatever donation link on the stuff would make more sense than a PayPal, because it doesn't have that structured requirement.
Right.
And so you could still have those who want to.
individual documents
Yeah.
and be like, here's something that I made. It's free,
Yep.
but if you want to contribute, here is a link. I
Here's the
like
link,
that
drop it.
idea a
Yes.
whole
Yes.
lot more.
And
Yeah.
that's like, so like if you, so there's a quote unquote free tier to Patreon. Like you don't actually have to set up like an actual paid subscription. You can just say like, I'm gonna create content like as
Keep
as
in
it
mind,
comes
if
to
you
me.
do money through there, Patreon does take a cut.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I would say like
It's a pretty hefty
do a
cut.
PayPal link
Yeah.
or do a donation link.
So if you do
in there.
a PayPal or Cash App or any one of those other things, people could still donate,
Mhm.
but they're not
Venmo,
giving
so
They're not giving
PayPal a
Patreon
cut for
Yeah.
Patreon a cut for nothing.
I mean, I have a Patreon and everything. It's just free right now. So, but I don't ever use it. So it's just
Yeah.
sitting there.
I appreciate you bringing it up.
Yeah, no worries.
And at this stage, I just like I've got people. It's not just DM, right? But DM's been a big part of this. That he's reached out and he said, "Hey, I'm learning this. I'd like a little bit of support. You know this. Would you have time?" And he was gutsy enough to say that because we've gotten to know each other and stuff, and he felt safe to do that. And I said, "Well, I'm not sure. Let's see, and I'll see what I can do." And I've been able to make an amount. It's not what I wanted, and it's not necessarily as much as I could potentially have done in different circumstances. But this is what I've had. So it's
Right.
like, well, now what do we do? What do I do? I want to make it available to people in case it becomes something that is useful to them. And yeah, if people reach out to me and say, "Hey, I'd like to send you $10 or something for this," that's probably my model right now. And if that keeps on happening, if people are like, "No, I think that this is really worthwhile," then I might either make a web page or
Yeah.
or a blog or something like
Yeah.
that with links to a donation.
Yeah.
Matt, I totally get why you don't necessarily want to feel like you're then beholden to someone for money like that, because that's a great way to turn something that you love into drudgery you don't want to do if it goes beyond what you're comfortable or have the time to do.
Exactly.
Right.
Yep. That's it. You hit it on the head.
Yeah, and that's a good point too. Yeah, like I definitely don't want it to be like, oh, all of a sudden this is blown up. Like, I mean, great if it does, and you know, if I become a known writer and stuff like that, that'd be brilliant, right? But it also ties you in, and then people get disappointed. Look at what's happened to Song of Ice and Fire and all of that. Like, he's tried to write these books and then has just gotten slammed by the base because it's like he hasn't done it in a certain amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, well, hang on, I've got a life too, I've got
Yeah.
other things too, I've got families, I've got health,
Yep.
I've got other
Yep.
things, and he's written for other projects. It's just like,
Yeah, exactly.
so but it becomes an expectation rather than a gratitude, right? It changes at some point, and I don't want it to change in that fashion for myself.
Yep. That's the way to do it, man. It's and that's the thing, right? Like you said, you don't want it to become burden. And that's why I told you, if you have time, if you're willing, if you're able, whatever you can do, I appreciate, because you go beyond that and you start making it be more of a burden than a passion.
Right.
So
Exactly. So anyway, I'll shut up about that, but I'm good. Things are good. Thank you for the support. Like just even saying, hey, if you're doing something, here are different avenues. That's brilliant. I really appreciate your heads up on that. And but yeah, doing well, making resources for people, and events are going well. Other than getting sick for a week and having to postpone everything, things are good. So.
Well, cool, man. Keep it up. We'll keep looking for your streams. And we will move over to Azrael.
Howdy. Things are good. At a different location this week. It's been good. We went to, so it's on the coast, and we're at there's a kite festival, and we went out to the beach today and saw lots
Oh.
of kites, and so some of this, like what some of these people can do with kites is pretty unreal. Like
Oh,
they had like
yeah.
a team of like 6 people out there, like basically making the kites dance, like, and it was really like wild to watch how they the different things that they can do, the way that they control the kites and everything.
It gets
So that was really super.
real crazy, some of them.
Yeah, I can imagine some of these kites were just stupid expensive too.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, it was a good time. Other than that, lots of Starfield. Finally got my outpost. Found, let's see, I'm up to 5 outposts now, and I found that I don't have the materials to like build the storage to like get. I'm still holding like 5,500 kilograms of shit that I just can't do it.
I haven't even built an outpost yet.
I know you haven't, but
I
you
need to-
you built a ship that like your cargo space, like you got what,
And?
6,000 cargo space. So yeah, I mean, like you don't really need that. I just
6,000 was the old one.
So yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I've basically put like all of my rocks into like 12 storage compartments at my one outpost, and I'm not carrying so much liquid that I can't dump everything, so that's good. And I'm not carrying so much gas that I can't dump it all. It's mainly the like all the what is it, like all the carapaces, all the fibers, all the nutrients, all the everything that
Yeah.
I'm pulling off of stuff that I kill. So I have to figure out a way to
Get into more
do that.
crafting.
But I did find, thank God, I finally found a helium-3 place that I can mine.
Those
and
are
an
pretty
iron place.
common. Did you have a hard time
Yeah,
finding?
I know. I just like the first place that I dropped. I tried to find a place on the map where like four resources were there, and I couldn't find the resource I was looking for, the resource vein, and I kept like, so I just stopped trying. And so what I did is
next time I'm
landed-
streaming, ask me and I'll show you some little tricks on that.
Okay. I did finally manage to find a space that has three veins. Thank goodness. So I've got most of the main resources being mined now.
Good.
Now I'm working on setting up the cargo links. I have, let's see, I have 2 bases on Tau Cetis 8B or 7B. We have 2 or 3 bases on Zamka, but they're in different systems. So I have to set up an intersystem cargo link, and that requires helium-3. And so I've had to like physically harvest the nodes to get the helium-3 to like actually get it started, and it's just a pain in the ass. Because it harms your lungs. And not that I don't have the aid, like I'm carrying like 200 plus aid things that I can use to like cure lung disease and cure hypothermia and cure freezer burn, whatever it is, frost
all that stuff, yeah.
Frostburn, all that shit. Yeah, I've got plenty of stuff to cure all that crap. So yeah, I don't know.
Like I said, next time I'm streaming, pop in. I'll show you some stuff, and then if you want any tips and tricks on shipbuilding, like I said, feel free to ask. We actually had Matt stop in the channel last time, and we built a gold glider.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that. That was really nice.
So I've been posting those in the Discord.
There's that dagger that I was telling you about. There's a place called Vulture's Roost that apparently is a big ecliptic smuggling place.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently that ship is like at the end area of, like when you clear Vulture's Roost. Apparently that's the prize, quote unquote. It's a small ship. It's like a class
Where
A.
is this?
I don't remember the planet and the system, unfortunately. It might be like the Jaffa system, which is.
And what was it called? The bayonet, the claymore?
The
stiletto?
bayonet, something different. Like that's just like I found that on like it was a random drop, and
Okay.
so like I did a random landing, and I managed to land next to an ecliptic garrison
Yeah.
that just happened to have a bayonet there. And
Oh yeah,
I
I've
managed
gotten lots
to-
of those. In fact,
managed to
I've
help
gotten a
in
lot of
that,
claymores too, and those are much bigger
I mean,
ships.
the daggers are really small. They're like razor leaf small.
Ecliptic dagger?
Yeah.
I wonder if I've seen that one.
It's probably similar to your whatever it was, Inferno.
Oh yeah, it is
Yes.
like the
It's really small.
is like the razor leaf.
Yeah, it's like there's like only room for like 2 crew.
I probably blew that up without any thought to it. Too small to be worth my
Yeah.
time.
I mean, like you said, like that whatever the white the Crimson Fleet.
You have the
whites.
claymore, ecliptic claymore, which is good,
Mhm.
and then you have the Crimson Fleet white.
Yeah,
That's really
I'm sure
good.
that like so there's like a Freestar longsword, or is that a? And then there's like a UC phalanx.
Mm-hmm. But those mean
Um,
you're starting to mess
get
with
up there.
the
Yeah, the two main
groups that you
factions,
may not
yeah.
want to. So I haven't
Yeah.
focused on pirating their ships because my
No, I was
character's a
very
bounty hunter,
surprised.
not
I got
a
into a
pirate.
So I got into it like I warped into a planet, and I warped into a system, and I got into a dogfight with UC and Ecliptic, and accidentally fired at a UC, and
I've
like
had that happen.
they all started firing at me, but I
Especially
didn't
with
incur
turrets.
a bounty. I did not incur a bounty.
Really?
So
I did.
I was really surprised that I didn't, and I think it's probably because I shot them all down before they could call.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was really surprised about that.
I also
I was
had
like,
Sarah
"Shit."
start griping at me because they flew in front of the turret firing and got hit
Mhm.
and then turned aggressive on
Absolutely.
me. And I'm like, what?
Well, you're dead. I mean, come on, man. Your autocannons are going to take people out before they call for help. I mean, whenever you fly into like space or like Mantis, like whenever you go in and they're like, oh no, we're gonna get here's the Mantis. Let's
Here's
get
a
like they can't even finish their line.
I know, I love
They
it.
can't even finish their line, and you've killed them. So.
Yep.
But I am at I'm starting to like the 30 ships that you have to kill to get to level 4 of pounding. I'm starting to get up
Oh, nice.
into that. So thank goodness. Once I get to rank 4, I can finally get that heavy Kepler that's still sitting at Stroud Eklund Star Yard. Oh my god.
It's not that great.
It needs to be that great because
It's not that great. If you want to see the Kepler R, next time I stream, just ask me and I'll go ahead and pull it out.
I mean, I've walked through it, like I've docked with it, and I've walked through it, and I'm like, where's the
kitchen
rooms?
sink?
Like I see the kitchen sink, and I see the dartboard, and I see like the eating area. Like they have like 20 spaces for eating. Where's the beds? There's no freaking beds.
Yep.
Anyway.
Well, cool. We'll keep it up, and like I said, stop by and I'll give you some stuff. So just let me know. I have fun with it. I really enjoyed your recommendation on that, by the way, Matt. So I still need to make the other one you said. So, forgotten. Still on the list.
It's fine.
Just got to figure it
Don't
out.
need to.
Oh, I do. It's the point of it. I mean, I built a freaking dragon ship. I'm going to try to build that just because it's the point of how far can we stretch it and make it go. So if there's any other suggestions or desires for ships on that, stop by, tell me. Burden, what's going on with you, man?
Well, I feel like I have just survived the last couple weeks between health issues and layoffs at my job. I was not affected by them, but I knew several people that were.
Yeah.
And then just a lot of chaos with friends local to the area and trying to help them out through all that. Yeah.
I feel you, man.
This is the calmest a weekend has been in, about 2 weeks. So very much appreciated. So
Cool,
that
man.
hasn't been all bad. looking forward to long weekend. Gonna get a little more done for travel. Get measured for suit for my buddy's wedding that I'm gonna be in. So that'll be fun.
It's important to do. Well, man, that's
Can't
awesome.
embarrass him on his wedding day. I can
And-
embarrass him during the reception, not the wedding.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's kick this off. Hunkered down in a home, not theirs. Fearing for the worst. Who wants to recap what it's conspired to bring you to this abandoned farmhouse on the outskirts?
Piece of shit, Alpha.
What?
You heard me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alpha.
Alpha what?
I wasn't here.
Alpha Tango
I
Bravo?
can't tell you.
I mean, you're on the outskirts of Santa Rosa. What are you doing there? What's going on? What happened?
I mean, like we were trying to freaking we were transporting. Okay, so let's see. We spent last episode basically trying to fix me. A few methods didn't really help because I kept rolling shit for resist torture drugs. Thanks for that. Thanks to me for that. So we basically ended up having to deploy an like a localized,
a very
spell,
ratchet EMP.
a very oh god, an IED EMP device, and basically shield everybody. Like we had to wrap me in tinfoil.
Yeah, which I now owe our
and
Zid's best friend.
you are not
blew off half his body.
an industrial grade
Half giant
Zid's
roll
best
of aluminum
friend.
foil.
But yeah, so we set that off, and that seemed to kill the nanites, or at least made me feel better. And then, so let's see. So Stitcher what did he do? Oh God, he tried to
we pulled off
he
all your
successfully,
artificial.
excuse me, Stitcher successfully created an injector for a quote unquote vaccine, but I didn't roll well enough to make that take. So his creation worked, but I couldn't handle it. I rejected it. My body rejected it.
The mind was willing, but the flesh was
correct.
weak.
Very, very correct. So that didn't work. One of the other things was, I don't know if you've put my arm and my eyes back in. I don't know if you've done that yet.
I'm pretty sure we didn't. You are still.
Or no, wait a minute. No. We
very much in Metallica's one. Take my arms.
Didn't we? I thought we rolled, or was that to remove?
You rolled to remove.
I think.
Okay, yeah. So I'm still sitting there with one arm and blind. So I haven't.
I think you guys decided to leave it for the night or something.
Yeah, and that probably wasn't the greatest idea
heal.
because I'm not going to be very helpful in this fucking fight.
I mean, you can try to rush install or something.
Yeah, so you're going to have to do that.
I'm sure nothing bad will ever happen with that.
We so basically once we got me fixed, we figured that so it was getting late and we were like, oh shit, we need to get out of Dodge. Excuse me.
Yeah, we don't.
So we started to
from the Nomad camp.
Yeah. So we got Loretta and we got a few other people that were still they're stable now, but they're still recovering. And so we are using Ajo's van and the other Nomad van to rush transport back and forth to this abandoned farmhouse on the outskirts of town. And we were doing really good there for a bit. And then we rolled shit. Me mentioned that I've been rolling really good for the day, and I hit the button and I crit failed. It's like the
Jinx
like Foundry, or it's like the Forge was like, you said the magic words, here's your crit fail.
It was pretty amazing.
So yeah, that happened. And Alpha Wolfie found us. That's where we are.
Yeah. So at the end, you were in a state of recovery. At least you weren't getting worse.
Yep.
And you all hunkered down for the night. And as you hunkered down, that shortly thereafter, you were by a blood-curdled howl.
Yeah. Great. Stitcher, I can't see, but I hear problems. You might want to like throw my eyes in and like strap my arm on really quick.
Harlan?
I think we need to invest in like a bunch of claymores so that we can surround the fucking van the next time.
Is Knock
All
here?
facing outward. Well, I mean, I don't want knock-alls claymores. I want like legitimate Militech claymores, things that are not jury rigged.
What do you mean?
I
Knock-all
would,
stuff
but I can't
works
see.
great.
I would.
Hey,
I
Zid,
would
you think
put
you can
the
convince
claymores
your lady
together, but I
friend
just
to
can't see
lose a
shit.
few somewhere?
So, how long would it take How long would it take me to actually make that stuff? Hang on, let me check the book.
It would take a while.
It would take a while, yeah.
Let's see.
It looks
Looking
like premium.
for-
Like it looks like costly would take 6 hours. Premium would take a day. We don't have that kind of time. Cheap every day would take me an hour, and I still don't think we have that kind of time.
I'm thinking for next time.
Okay,
Like
if we make it,
if we make it to next time,
Right.
we need to have some sort of like picket defense set up with I don't necessarily know if it's explosions that we want for that. Just something to drive something like this away so that we can continue to sleep.
you mean like an automated turret?
Nah, we had no hard point to hook that to. We had to be able to
Okay.
net run for that. And
Yeah.
that just
Nah.
wasn't secure or safe to try to do.
All right.
Remote trigger magnesium strips. Nice bright flash. Scare them off.
I'm gonna go get the book and start putting together a character sheet now because I'm not sure that I'm not sure we're gonna make this.
Don't worry, we'll be fine.
Famous last words.
Hey, it's not like you're
No,
going to
that's
fight
y'all
anything
watch
that
this.
tough. I mean, it's just
It's
an
cool.
alpha.
The-
I mean, what do you
DM,
think it
you know,
really
it-
is?
You've been very good. Like you could
Y'all
easily
watch
have killed
this.
me off last time, or the last fight. You could have killed me off, and you quote unquote didn't. I almost died, but I didn't. I only made one death roll, so it's cool. Let's fight.
I don't exactly pull my punches, but I don't at the same time guarantee defeat or success.
Yeah.
So I kind of leave that in your hands of how badly you decide to, make things happen.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's
But how about this? I'm just realized my coffee's empty. I'm going to go refill it quickly. So,
Yeah.
because I know I'm going to need to talk a lot, and it's good to have
no
liquid so
worries.
I don't go. So I'm going to
Yeah.
refill that and give you guys a chance to strategize before we flip over to the map.
okay.
So I'm leaving it on so the viewers can hear your strategies. I won't,
Yeah.
which I'm good with. And then anything that I need to know, you tell me. You guys are literally trained with each other. This is your chance to get in character, prepare, and be ready for what you know is going to happen.
Yeah.
Cool. Take it away.
So I think that we strap a massive set of wings to Adju's car and drive it off a building and glide around, shooting the thing from the air. It'll work perfectly.
Oh my
It'll be
god!
fun.
Can we make Ajo's van a transformer?
Yeah,
That'd be
just
wild.
this is a giant parachute glider. It'll
See,
be fine.
My first thought's a poor one anyway. I was thinking strap a massive explosive to bait. I mean Blackstone,
Yeah.
but I don't want to do that. That's just rude.
I
mean,
like
to be
the
fair,
idea, though.
To be fair, I do
Uh,
not have. I don't have my movement penalty anymore. Like I can still move, thank God.
You know who we can strap explosives to
Knock all.
is Knuckle. Yeah, I think he'd
Knuckle.
be down
So
to
Knuckle,
sacrifice
yeah,
himself.
Hey,
Like, just have all of the explosives, and then he
Hey,
can just run in and get
He
swallowed
survived
by the
one
dog. And
explosion that should have killed him.
Knock all's like, did I hear anything? Like, and we're like, no, you didn't hear anything. Now, what I need you to do, Knock all, is I need you to take, since we're gonna hunker down for the night, Knock all, I need you to take these explosives that you've made that have these sensors on them, and I need you to like walk that direction, and I point in the direction of the how. I need you to walk in that direction. I need you to just start
let's
like
see.
setting them off and like putting them off behind you. I need you to do that.
The guy
All
might
right,
be
realistically,
nuts. Yeah, the guy might
Yeah.
be nuts. I don't think he's stupid.
realistically, what resources do we have? We don't know what building or situation we're looking at as far as what the map is, so we can't really we like know if we've got cover or
Are we
what's
in
not.
between the farmhouse and on the way back kind of thing where this has happened? I'm
I
assuming.
think we're
We're
going
in
out. I
the-
think we're out. Like we're heading outside.
Okay.
So
So
this
we're
is
not at our secure location in any way, shape, or form
Mhm.
right now.
No, we're between.
No, this was getting away from where we thought the alpha was going to be.
Yeah.
Get the injured out, and that way could actually treat them, and then work
That
on
was the
something
plan.
for Blackstone. And
Well, we don't have that
Zid
option
ended up
anymore,
fine.
unfortunately.
I
Um,
wonder whether or not this dog likes to play fetch. You've got lots of grenades, right, Matt?
I do.
You also have a
Yeah.
grenade launcher.
I mean,
Is there a, I do have a question. Zid, do you have is there a way to make that grenade that you fire, like not cook it, but like fire it to where it will not explode until something gets within a certain vicinity? Like a way to like strap
No.
like a sensor to it and kind of throw it, quote unquote.
Well, so you can do that with thrown things. You can't do that
No.
through a launcher. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the
Proximity fuse
launcher
grenades.
effectively, the
Okay.
launcher effectively cooks it for you
Okay.
and propels it extra fast, so that by the time it gets to where you intend it, it's exploding, right?
Okay.
So the only
Well, it's kinda
way
like a trick-
to have something on a delay is to not use the launcher and to have it, and we
Okay.
don't have the time because we hear it now, right?
Yep.
So we don't have the time to set up an elaborate trap or pre-lay explosives like
Correct.
we're in a situation right now. So
If you had done that before you went to bed instead of worrying about your poor friend so much, that would have
well,
been the time to
excuse
do
us
it.
for actually wanting to stay together as a cohesive group.
So,
Jesus.
so let's see.
You
Like
know
the
I'm
last
kidding.
time, let's see. Let me look. I'm still
we
seriously
have
wounded.
alcohol
I'm
by
at 12.
chance.
So I haven't. So let's see. We went to bed. So technically, I can take another speed heal, right?
It's not the next day yet.
I
Great.
do have like smoke that we might be able to use, like to like obscure parts of wherever we are, or something like that.
Yeah,
that
it'll
we
mess
could
with sight
do.
and smell.
Now, with my knowledge, let's see. My demolitions is 12. Am I? So I have like my eyes are gone. Like I'm blind basically. Am I
Yeah.
good enough with demolitions that I can like construct without seeing?
I doubt it.
Ooh.
Good try.
Or dictate to somebody
There
else how to construct
negative.
it.
I could probably dictate, but that wouldn't. I mean, and then I also my rabies roll. I said I would take a -2 if I'm not mistaken. Well, no, I mean like
Oh,
that's
that's
what I
right.
contracted.
His
right?
recovery.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm recovering. Hang on.
Nanite
Nanite-
rabies, no less.
Nanite rabies. Yeah, no, this sounds
So-
regular rabies is bad enough.
So this week, as a side effect of
Right.
me still recovering, I looked up rabies like last week or this week, and it's like side effects. Well, obviously, right now rabies are basically fatal for humans because there's no cure. So itching, dizziness, and being thirsty. So this week, what I'm doing is I'm taking 2 rations of water. I'm taking a -2 modifier to my movement because of the dizziness, and a -1 to my combat rolls because of the itching. And then I'm taking a -2 modifier to my roll abilities as well. So I wouldn't necessarily trust.
I don't want you playing with grenades if you're twitchy.
Yeah.
Twitchy.
So,
We already have one of those. His name is Knockall. We don't
Yeah.
need to.
so I'm not sure how helpful I'm going to be right now. Not to mention, like, I'm sure that me being blind probably would be like a
And one
negative, like a
armed.
-4 modifier. That probably wouldn't help
Mm.
any. So I don't know how helpful I'm going to be until Stitcher rolls to get me my eyes and arm back.
And frankly, I'm inclined to wait until as a doctor, I would wait and see if the vaccine actually works. In this situation, I might give you like one eye back and put the arm on, so that way you have something.
So am I right-handed or left-handed? I forget.
You tell me.
Well, right now I can't. Like, I can only. I'm this-handed right now. Like in IRL, I'm right-handed.
I think that's
But
what you played him as, but
I think that's probably what I play as. But the odd thing is that, like, yeah, okay, I'll play it right-handed, and I'll so at least I can fire my weapon. Is there a way to get my eyes back in, like really quick, at least, or at least one eye, like you said? That would be super. So I can at least help.
I'm
I
assuming
could
throwing grenades is
maybe do a rush
demolitions, right?
install of one eye.
I believe there's a.
Either that or one of us acts as a spotter for you to shoot.
I think there's.
I'm
So,
terrible at demolitions.
so throwing is the actual action that'd be taken to throw it. I believe demolition is the skill. Read it properly. Fine. We can keep going, and one of you guys can look up in the core rule book as well.
Would heavy weapons count for the grenades,
No,
or is that just the launcher?
that's just the launcher. The actual grenade launcher has a skill, heavy weapons for it. Just like your assault rifle has shoulder arms auto fire option.
So Zed, knowing that something big is coming, I mean, he would be looking around to see if there's a place that we can get to high ground. He would be looking to see if there's like a ruined building or something that's got some height to it that might have its roof off or half of its roof off, so that we could go to it and like propel the whatever was remaining of walls or roof onto the creature from above, like to like shove down massive bits of concrete that we can like um leverage off buildings and stuff to try and like land it on the creature and things like that. I think that that's where he would start.
That's
He would also look at things like if there's pitfalls, anything in the terrain that might be like used as like either like things to like slow the creature down or to like um, cover maybe with like a tarp and some dirt, and maybe it will fall in and we can like using height and using terrain to give us some sort of advantage.
now.
So that's a good idea. Sorry, DM. That's a good idea. And the way that, so I was thinking of a way I could use my tactics roll. And I think that I can do that, like taking in the information that Zid is providing.
You
I
might
could
want to see what
probably
you have to work.
formulate. Yeah. Okay. That's fine.
So you are in a wooden structure because you went out to that
Yeesh.
farmstead. So it would be chunks of wood that you could potentially knock down and drop on their head. Second floor is fairly weathered and falling apart. The first floor is a little bit better, but still it's an abandoned wood home. So it's
it's a
not,
farmstead.
yeah, it's not.
And it's
The
not
creature tried to
operational.
burn the house down.
These creatures gave you a nanite plague.
Yeah.
What do you bet the nanites are a big portion of how they function? We can hit them with another one of those fucking EMP grenades or something of that nature. That might fuck that creature up bad.
That's a good idea. Knockall, can you make another one really quick?
I forgot how fast he made that
I mean, it took him how long to make the one for me?
It took him. Where's your
Few hours,
chart?
right?
Was it a
Chart. I
day?
think it was like.
So-
I think it was about a day.
That was for like a premium one. A cheap one he can make in an hour.
Well, what cost category? Skiing.
We may
Oh,
not
cheap every
have
day
it.
is the cheapest, but the
He,
one he made
he
for
did
me
a
was premium.
premium
Yeah,
priced
that's
one.
the one he made for me.
He could do a costly one, and that'd be the cheapest he'd be able to make, and that's 6
That's
hours.
6 hours, and that's
And
like we're not going to be fighting.
if
for
you want to
6
go
hours.
faster than that, you're going to have to roll with like a -4 to your roll because you're rushing it beyond what is
Yeah.
reasonable.
So
Okay.
we're in a farmstead. It's a wooden building.
Well, you know,
Is
Matt,
there a storm
let's,
shelter in this farmhouse?
let's do this.
That's a good call, Matt. Zed's looking for places to hide.
Storm shelter.
He's used to it because he's in
water
he's
tower.
From the combat. He's from the combat zone.
Is
so
there
yeah,
an
he's
old
used to
water
it.
tower we might use?
Yeah.
Probably see everything right now, and that I'm being
No.
absolutely sarcastic.
Ooh, okay.
Who am I missing? There we go.
Oh boy.
So, this is where you find yourselves.
I'm assuming that we've like looked around the building.
Yeah,
though, right?
you can go throughout the building. You can go outside. This is, I don't have the enemy on the map yet, so you literally
Yeah,
can go
noticed.
anywhere you want. You can explore the whole map because you guys would have a day to have done so.
I mean,
There's a second floor, but I didn't build it because it was basically just same rooms as down here, just different usage.
not to mention we'd end up falling through it.
I mean, there's a good chance you'd fall through the floor if you stepped wrong. But,
I mean,
you know.
I can't see, so there's no purpose in me like going around. I'll let you guys move.
But
I'm just
you can
sitting. I'm just
still
sitting on the floor, like looking.
you can still use your character and move around for right now, so you can
Okay.
think metagame, outside,
Sure.
lend
That's fine.
advice, thoughts, and just give you guys a chance to, make some thoughts on how you want to handle what's coming.
There's a second building. Oh no, this is building. It's a area.
Hmm.
Oh wow! All right, and so now I found the. Oh wow! All right.
So this whole thing is basically wooden.
This is actually a really big area.
It's a big farmstead on the outskirts,
Yeah.
so it's
Sizable. Holy moly! That's a big room.
it's almost like mansion kind of thing. Not quite that.
Which direction did we hear the howl from?
roll a?
Perception.
Yeah, it'd be probably a perception. Senses would.
I'm gonna put amplified hearing perception onto that
Do you
because I
sleep
have
with that on?
Probably because that would be when I would probably turn it on when I go to sleep, just simply because that way if something makes a noise further out, I'm gonna hear it.
That's fine. I'm asking if it's reasonable that he does it or not. I don't see that it wouldn't be, so that's why I ask instead of saying it wouldn't.
Ooh.
24. You're fairly certain you heard it come from this direction.
Great.
Okay.
Let's everybody get behind Hajo's van.
So I put 2 pings so you can kind of draw an arrow the direction.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the whole reason that I'm looking at this is that a straight up beating, trying to just stand there and beat on this thing or shoot at this thing is not going to work. We need to be doing a running retreat, trying to pick it to pieces as things are coming at us. And I'm thinking how we do that while we're rolling it through the building, following after us, might be a good idea. If there's a way that we could jury rig part of the building to collapse on it, if we get it inside, something of that nature. I mean, I don't know. You said this was kind of a rickety place. It's kind of falling apart. Second floor is pretty
It
weathered.
wouldn't take much.
I'm totally okay with collapsing a building on it and lighting it on fire if that's what's necessary to kill this thing without having to have it bite my ass.
Yeah.
We can do
So
that,
that,
for sure. Have Ajo drive his van through it real quick.
So the room where you're at, Harlan, you're at the window looking into that room. It looks like the dining room. That looks like it's very inaccessible. So if we get it in there, there's probably I don't know if there's really going to be a good way for it to get out. That might be option one for trapping.
Looks like there's a storeroom of some description on this side with barrels and crates and stuff that we could potentially go through. Maybe there's something in there that we can use.
Have we had the opportunity to basically inventory this place to see what's here? You said we had a night here, right?
Yeah, you guys have used a lot of the supplies here. A lot of the stuff is just what you brought with you, because a lot of it is just degraded, and, kind of fallen apart. This place has been abandoned for a long time.
Does that alpha like rotten food? Because there's probably some rotten food lying around.
Do not.
We
So
are
I
fresh
think-
food. I don't think it's going to go for rotten.
I
Maybe
think
it likes kibble.
Harlan's idea of like tracking it through the building and potentially like collapsing it, that's cool. I think potentially when we start the battle, it might be worthwhile all of us spreading out with a plan to come back together, but to spread out so that it doesn't just run and be with all of us in one area, and it can sort of go after one. It has to go after one person at a time, sort of thing.
I'll be first.
And then we once it's kind of like focused, we can have a plan for like if each of us get focused, well, each like that person knows which way they can go to get to where everyone else is going to be. So like a get together zone.
Rally point.
Maybe we separate to the externals of the building and then have the get together zone in the center of the building where our plan is to like destroy it or whatever. I don't know. What does everyone else think? I just don't like the idea of us all being in one room and all firing from there, because it feels like that's going to be very dangerous. If it's got multiple people to shoot at from multiple angles, to go after, I think that might be better initially. But
yeah, I'm like I said, I'm more than happy to be bait. I mean, I've played the bait for the duration of Santa Rosa, so why not finish our encounter here as bait to the big one?
I'm not sure that Zid is happy for you to be bait. I'm almost 100% sure that Zid is not happy for you to be bait.
Zid, brother,
based on everything.
I understand your concern. Given my state, given my current ability, being blind and having only one arm, I feel like this would be my contribution to the group. So I am volunteering to be bait.
If that's the case, I'm going to look at you and say, you're crazy. Knock all, give him an explosive to blow his ass up so he doesn't get chewed on if necessary.
What kind do you want? One that's gonna take out the whole building, or one that's just gonna take him out?
One that's just gonna take me
whole
out.
building.
No, we're in the building.
Take me out.
No, the whole point is if we have to, he has the explosive. We leave. Boom.
Hey, Arlen, can you put your recorder on so that you can take Blackstone's last will and testament, man?
Sure. That I can do.
He seems convinced that he's going to die this day.
Not if we can help it. Not if we can help it. But there's no problem in being prepared.
Do we do we want to Stitcher, so that I can actually be of more help than just this? Is there a way that you can give me at least some type of vision? Maybe one eye. That would be super. That would be super, please.
I'll see what I can do. I haven't had to put one in under this low a time constraint.
To be fair, so out of character, DM does the difficulty ramp up with the number of installs that he has to do quickly, or do you want to do just one roll to see if he gets them all?
Well, how much do you know about it?
How much does he know? About what?
Installation of cyberware.
I'm not putting my stuff in. The medic is putting my stuff in. he knows. I mean, he knows a fair good. I mean, his cyber tech is pretty high, right? It's like 17.
Oh,
It's decent. I was actually going to ask, is that what you need to install it, or do
Yeah.
I need to do surgery and then cybertech?
I think you can add your cyber tech onto surgery.
Trying to find
Check that. I don't know.
What?
I'm talking body sculpting, so that one's not. I'm trying to find the exact rule.
Sure.
Thought I remembered, but I want to make
Yeah, no
it.
worries.
Yeah.
I think I remember like whenever we were doing the uninstall, we rolled like one big roll, and I think the DV was like 24.
Installing takes
Is it a little more
4
involved?
hours.
oof.
Vomit.
Yeah.
Rules as written.
Okay.
Rushing it is going to give you a decent size negative modifier to that
-4.
based on the
Right.
speed at which you're trying to do it. If you're just trying to shave off an hour, probably just a -1. If you're trying to do it in less than an hour when it's a 4-hour event, think of a task in life that takes you 4 hours.
Yeah.
Try to do it in however long you want to pick. 15 minutes?
Yeah.
See how it goes.
It's going to go way up. I get it.
And I'm using the rule of rationality with this.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Ouch.
Makes sense.
That's
Yeah,
an
yeah.
ouch as far as that goes. I totally get why that would become amazingly difficult.
I think we've all been in a position where we had to try to rush something in life before. When it's reasonable for it to take a certain length of time and you try to rush it, it starts getting...
I mean, like even
Quite
whenever I
different.
do like root cause analysis for like my cases for customers,
Yeah.
when I have SLAs that are like 4 hours, I can kind of poke around a little bit and
You can
get a
figure
really
it
good one.
out,
But
yeah.
if I have like a 1 hour SLA, I'm like, fuck, I need to like dig in and like do this really quick. But yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, but then this ain't no normal like
No, it's
run
not.
of the mill task. This
No,
is
it's
like
not.
hacking into someone's
Yes.
body
Yeah.
and putting like, come on.
Not
This
to
is-
mention my state. Not to mention the fact that
Right.
I'm recovering from like nanite
Nuts.
rabies.
You have a Neuralink?
I don't. My my arm, or not like my mech arm
yeah, we
does.
established that last time.
Yep.
Well, the reason that I was asking is because I think there might be a way to jury. If he had a Neuralink, what I would be saying is that while we can't put your eyes back in, I might be able to, or Stitcher might be able to connect you up to
A camera
our
or
nervous
something.
system,
Yeah.
or a camera
I
system, so
don't.
you could be using our eyes.
Mhm.
at
No
the same
Makes
Neuralink.
sense.
time.
No
Yeah,
Neuralink.
I wish I had one.
No
That'd be
Neuralink.
super.
Yep.
I don't.
Damn it.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good
it would make
idea,
it a
though.
lot easier to track.
I'll be right back.
Let's do. Did we establish the DV?
The DV of
Him putting my stuff back in.
asked how long you want to try to take to do it.
Well, we
I
hear
mean-
the. Can
Oh,
I
yeah.
make some sort of check to determine how far that house sounds?
I think Harlan's the only one who can tell the distance. It's amplified hearing.
Okay.
Otherwise, it's going to be fairly decent
DV.
DV, but you can try
Yeah.
to be a perception or actually deduction.
Deduction? I'll make a deduction roll.
It's going to probably be fairly high because you're trying to.
I understand,
Yeah.
but
Get a
I
I'm gonna
think
creature.
make one
that
too.
Well, I
I
was
think that
clarifying
it's
why,
trying to work
but-
it out. Like
Yeah.
he doesn't know that it's a high D.
Oh no! It makes complete sense. This is like I'm telling the players, right? It's
Yeah.
a fairly high DV because it's not a creature you're familiar with, right? And familiarity
Oh.
allows you to gauge things better than not knowing what something is.
He rolled a 23. I rolled a 20. I mean, I know that I don't have eyes, but my ears work.
So Zid,
Hmm.
you think you have a matter of probably at most 5 minutes before this thing's probably here.
Oh, yeah. Zid says,
that's
look,
good.
there is no
Right.
chance you are going to get your eyes to work, Blackstone. Go and be bait then.
Okay.
I'll start
Right.
digging your grave outside once we're dealt with the thing. But it's coming right now. You've got
Okay.
like maximum like a couple of minutes. Decide which room you're gonna be in, and let's go.
Did I hear 5 minutes?
You did.
Yes.
Yeah,
Go.
it's
You were-
Go
yeah,
now.
Okay. Hey, Knuckle, toss me that EMP grenade.
You
It doesn't
used
even have
it
to be an
already.
IED. doesn't
hand
have
it
be
to
an
him.
IED.
Hand it to his good hand. Put it in his good hand.
You've already used it.
Do you have another just random EMP grenade? It doesn't have to be the
What
IED.
explosives do you have on
It's
you
not
right
an
now?
EMP. I have a mini nuke. It's basically a miniaturized nuke that, like the one they used to take out the tower. I got
Okay,
one
yeah,
that'll take
Wait,
out
we're
like
gonna
a city
feed it to
block.
him.
Give it to me.
Okay. He goes in the other room. He brings out this device. It's about
Oh my god. I can't run with that. I can't run with that.
Okay.
it probably weighs
Oh.
like 50 pounds or something.
Yeah, I can't run with that.
He's like, here.
With that deduction,
Fucking
do
hell.
I know kind of what direction-ish it's coming
Yeah.
from as well?
Via the
I
map
pointed
perspective,
exactly which
it's
way.
yeah,
It's in the upper
upper
left. of the
left.
map.
Halfway?
Yep.
So,
Northwest.
Okay.
so here's what I'm gonna do.
You said take out a city block?
In theory, it depends on, a number of factors, the strength of the buildings being demolished, the strength of the actual
How long
device,
is it
due to
gonna
the fact
take
that
to
it's
go
dated,
off?
it could be potentially an issue because we don't know the exact yield based on
Okay,
the fact
look.
of the degradation. And then you have to worry about the fact of what?
Knuckle, stop talking.
Nagal, if you arm it, how long will it take before we have to get clear?
In theory, however long I put on it,
In practice?
I've not practiced.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So
It's the only one
do
I
all
got.
of these rooms have windows?
Yes.
All of them do? Alright, well,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick a room, I guess.
As you go through, you'll actually see the windows because you can actually see
Yeah.
out there. It's really cool having this program because it actually can import all those details.
I have picked the room that I'm in already.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
think
I'm,
I'm
okay.
going-
Like, so I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna carry a mini nuke out there. That's
No.
just dumb.
It's a city block. We are well within a city block.
Yeah,
and there's no
that's basically
city
killing
to,
everybody. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're not
No.
doing this. So
This
that-
whole
we're not
map
gonna-
would be engulfed in a nuclear
Yeah, we're not gonna do that.
explosion, just incinerating everything.
Stitcher, you
Hey.
said you had incendiaries.
You asked him what's a big thing he had that. So
I asked him what he had on him right now.
Yeah.
Stitcher
Do we
will
have
load the
anything like
incendiary ammo in his pistol?
incendiary ammo? All right. Zid, you have your scrap grenades, right?
Yeah.
Are they like if I arm it, am I allowed to cook it, or is that just like ammo for your grenade launcher?
Well, the grenades are grenades.
Okay. So it's technically something where I can like arm it and toss, right? Oh, there he went. Wait for him to come back.
what happened?
Let's see.
He dropped. He'll come back soon.
Oh,
he's
is it-
back for me.
Yeah.
Oh, he's showing is not visible for me, and I don't hear him.
Well, he dropped and then popped back out. Now he's dropped again.
Yep.
Oh, actually.
There he is. Now you're back.
Good, Matt.
So.
Mhm.
Battery.
Okay.
cell
You're there for
phone.
me, so you're good. But apparently, Azrael was.
Okay, no, you're fine. So
Alright.
if you said anything after I didn't hear it. So I'm gonna like if you give me one of those grenades, like how much like is that just gonna be a piss off grenade, or is that like I'm gonna damage the thing grenade?
Well, I can give you. I have one incendiary. I have one smoke. I have one tear gas, which is probably not going to affect it, and I have a bunch of just normal grenades, like scrap. But there's scrap
Yeah.
You
normal
might be able
grenades.
to try the
It depends on how
Tear gas.
dog-like the thing actually is. If it's got a
Yeah.
sensitive sense of smell, tear gas.
Yeah,
will
tear gas
fuck
could
it
really
up.
fuck it up.
And it might be nanite
I'm actually
enhanced
most
too, so
interested
maybe
in the
even
tear
worse.
gas.
It's worth a try.
Because tear gas, like I'm blind, so tear gas isn't going to affect my sight. So yeah, I'm actually most interested in the tear grenade. And I'm gonna set up right. Hang on. I'm gonna get you guys to put me. Oh fuck! How do I ping it? Shit.
You should be able to just.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna set up right there. I don't know if you guys saw that. It's like the corner that's closest. Yeah, that right there. Yep, that one. So I'm gonna set up there, and I'm gonna take Zid's tear gas or tear grenade, and I'm gonna wait until he gets to where he's within distance, and I'm gonna fire like a shot, just a hey, look at me shot, and get him to engage
Okay.
when he gets here. That's like my opening plan of action.
I know you said you didn't build the upstairs, but can I just position Stitcher like he would be upstairs near a window?
Sure. You will have to go ahead and roll a.
Don't go upstairs.
That's probably what a dex roll.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think you should go upstairs. Stitcher,
Dex evasion.
I think
See
we
if you
should
don't fall through the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think if we have to do anything, we retreat upstairs to get the thing to chase us in the hopes that it crashes through the floor and we are lucky enough to not do so.
And gets more upset because it falling.
Although, frankly,
if it falls 10 feet, it's
we're at
not
the
going to
corners. We could collapse the floor on top of it. All right. In that case, I will move to. I didn't see what was over in the bottom right corner. Whatever is like over here.
Keep in mind,
maybe.
you were told by Harlan and Zid that is coming from the west.
Yep.
Perspective.
Northwest. Okay.
Yeah, it's coming
So,
from over here.
I'm where I'm going to be at.
Now, if you want, Ezreal,
Mhm.
your
Yeah.
character is going to have a lot of involvement. You could continue to do what you're doing and possibly get your character dead. If you're aware of that.
Yep.
You can do that if you want. The other option is if you want, you can go ahead and run Adjo since he was. That way you still have him in the game.
Oh, and basically like just have me
Attacks.
hunker down.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing that.
It's up to you guys. I'm just saying if you want to use Adjo, that's fine.
Is there a way I could do both?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Adjo would fight.
Were you saying
He's not a wuss.
nuts?
I'm thinking the best bet is, as far as that goes, that we don't want to. Blackstone, I was joking when I said earlier on about you fucking strapping a bomb to yourself and being bait. I was totally facetious at that point. Now, as a last ditch that you're hunkered down somewhere with a grenade, knowing that if the thing gets to you, that means we're probably all dead already to blow it up. Fuck yeah. But only in that circumstance.
Yeah. I mean, I'm actually positioning myself in Audrey's van. So, and then I'll let's see.
Isn't this other Nomad vehicle like an armored fucking car?
Yes.
Yeah. That's what it looks like.
Put yourself in that fucking thing.
Sure, I can do that.
Keep in mind, someone would have to put him in there.
I will go and put him in there quickly.
Just
I am
because
strong enough to carry him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. No, I'm not arguing that. I'm just pointing out that he is blind.
You only have one.
So
yeah.
I will lead him there and let him know that if the guide dog gets to you, blow yourself up.
Is there a is there a mounted gun on?
There is.
Is my hearing good enough that if
you don't know how it works?
That? Oh, great.
You can take a look. Oh wait.
Fuck off.
I can go with him as a spotter, potentially.
Oh
Land
god.
vehicle tech.
I mean, I've got really good vehicle tech, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that would be like counter shoulder arms, which I mean, or heavy weapons, which I'm pretty good in. I'm not like stupid bad.
But the biggest issue is that virtually every one of these weapon requirements assumes that you are able to see.
Yeah, my eyesight is like non-existent. So, okay, well, fuck. All right, I'm in the car, or I'm in the armored vehicle.
And then I would hustle
Ajo,
it back over to my position at the far left there where I'm set up right now.
Let's see.
Where is our rally point, guys, for when we have to start retreating to? What have we decided for that? Because that's, I think, fairly critical.
So I will say there is a basement. Your other members of the NPC party is taking shelter in the basement because they're all still recovering. They're all like health-wise in the ballpark of Blackstone.
I wouldn't put any like our rally point can't be the basement.
Well, I'm just
No.
telling you where they went.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
you guys
No,
know
I understand.
why they're not joining in the fight is because they're all beaten to.
I would
Do we
say
wanna make,
the rally point needs to be where Matt is.
So right there.
Yeah. Oh wait, what? No,
Zid's
Matt's
up
in
here.
Matt's in the dining room.
Okay, you're saying meet the dining room.
I'm thinking, however, what we want to do is try to retreat and force the thing to have to come through the building.
Yeah.
To do that, meeting in a one of the facing wall buildings that is facing rooms that is towards the direction it's coming from, probably not necessarily the best bet.
Sure.
However, we all don't know. We have no idea how fast this thing moves. If we look at it the way that the other dogs move, they're way faster than us.
Keep in mind, you should hopefully be able to move Ajo now if you want. Azrael, if you want to put him where you want him to be.
All right, hang on.
I said you had limited access, so I'm thinking that should mean you're able to move him around.
So what is right here? I decided to move because I didn't realize
Edge's
Matt
right
was in the dining room.
I know I'm trying to like click on it and like actually move him, but it's being done.
Did not let me click him, or
Like it keeps moving.
oh yeah. So you have to
So I'm
off click
assuming,
you.
Like
So
right here is
either
out.
drag and select off or click off so that you're no longer selecting it.
Okay.
I tend to find drag select easiest to off click yourself. And then you can drag select him. Click him.
Yeah, it's not like I'm doing a select all for him and it's not doing anything.
Okay.
It's fine.
All right. Where do you want him to be?
So I think that having Ajo where I was, like put Ajo right over there.
All right. See if you can do it.
Okay, yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. I had to temporarily make you.
Of course.
So just remind me if you afterward so I can.
So let's put
Keep in mind, outside means open to fun.
yeah. I mean, somebody's got a bait. Somebody's got a bait, right?
I mean, you're all bait. He's on the scent. He obviously tracked you down from the city.
Okay.
He's not really needing someone to wave at him.
Okay.
You all are smart enough to know if someone can track you down from a city, 30 miles away?
Yeah, it's an apex predator, basically.
I mean, you already baited him, basically. You don't need to bait him more. You need to stay alive.
All right, so Ajo is where he's going to be.
You're all the bait.
Yeah. Let's go.
So, all right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
One quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
We didn't have any casualties from the other group at all, body-wise here, do we?
No, not that you brought with you. There's a few bodies that were left back in city. They were.
Nobody high level, though.
No, none of the particularly known or.
I was thinking more like leaving a grenade-infested corpse outside for the thing to snack on in the first place.
No,
Is
you
just kind of what I was thinking
I
if we
don't
had a corpse here.
think you brought
And
the bodies.
I'm very
No.
seriously considering going and creating a corpse out of somebody that's in the basement for it just because I'm an asshole. But I don't think I'm going to get away with that.
Yeah, and we don't want to kill anybody on purpose.
Except the dog.
Now,
I mean, they did say
worth a shot.
anybody.
the tables and stuff in this room, can I like reorient them and tip them over and
Yeah.
stuff like that?
Yeah, just notate what it is you're looking into. Have that done, because yeah, I don't have the objects able to be fiddled with.
Yeah,
that
no,
degree,
I know.
obviously.
I think I would put one table facing out like here so that people can still gain access and vault over, and one table facing that door.
Okay.
You know, that sort of thing.
Feel free
So
to
it's-
use the draw tool, and you can just
Yeah.
kind of like draw where you put it and stuff,
Cool.
just so people have some indicator. And
Actually, if the
are we set?
I'm
Yeah.
good.
Oh, really quick. Am I actually going to be involved in the fight at all, or are you?
I think you guys
Foreground
decided
fine.
Blackstone's going to try to stay alive.
Hunker down
Yeah.
and stay alive.
Okay, that's fine.
He's
I'll
not
just-
exactly
I'll be
in
out.
great shape for that.
I totally
Right.
understand. Thank you.
Well, this
Right.
still allows you to participate at that point, man, because just sitting there watching would suck.
That's why I was trying to figure out some way that it could work, right? Because it's like I
Yeah.
get that at the same time. I don't know that Blackstone really wants to part.
I mean, I can't see.
Exactly.
I mean, there's no point. So let's do. Well, let's make sure that everybody's got the weapons out that they want. Where's Aja? Because okay. Does he have a shotgun? He does not. Okay.
So you do notice it does look like this massive, like horse-sized dog has taken a bit of scraps. He must have come across one of the lovely IEDs left behind by Knockoff.
Oh, that's helpful.
So he did lose a little health.
Thank you, Knockall. You contributed.
where
Right.
is it scraped up, or can we tell yet?
It's just a little blast scarring on it. You can't really see a whole
Oh.
lot.
It wasn't like a
But
wound or
no.
something similar.
Minor, like you see blast mark on its hide, but it seems like its hide has hardened or something.
Oh,
Great. And so it's a Logan. Awesome. It's a Wolverine. Well, not a real Wolverine, but you get the point.
No, it's more of a wolf. Wolverines are
Well, I
a
was
bit
going to say
smaller
it's
and
a healing factor fucker. Anyway,
all right. So you guys ready?
Yay, initiative.
Oh, you know what I noticed?
Oh my god. Holy shit.
Good track to
Oh,
kick
so
off
this
the
is
how
combat.
initiative worked
Oh
again.
my god.
Hold your initiative by clicking. Where was it?
Yeah, go into the sword area and click the die.
Yeah.
Double swords and then there'll be a dice.
Oh,
roll
on
right
the
in
sword area.
Yep.
Okay, I see it now.
Well, I'm definitely.
Well then,
Oh my god.
We're still like setting our defenses when it
Uh-huh.
runs into the scene.
I can't wait to see the alpha roll like a 10. And,
guys ready?
Get the jump on us.
Yeah, go ahead.
we're gonna find out.
That'll be
Yeah,
good.
boss goes first. Awesome.
Woof.
Woof woof.
The alpha gets the jump on us.
I mean, not exactly
I'm
meant to
stunned.
be very, slow.
Right.
What's that new effect on Ajo?
That's what I was wondering.
Because it's not on anybody else.
Maybe that was the effect that you put on when you tried to grant it limited control.
No.
Okay, just wondering.
We go. Get rid of it.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I was wondering what that was too, but I was trying to focus on, playing the game.
Yeah.
So that. So how do I damage?
Oh my god.
Yeah, so he's just gonna smash through. He comes.
Which wall? The wall where I am. Oh my god. Wait.
So, Arlen, you see this beast in the dark come darting out. You see its eyes, almost a slight to it. Just bounds and bursts and smashes his way through. Right next to Ajo, it's hanging out.
Ajo
it.
is now scared as fuck.
You just got to watch this motion across the yard. Briefly, got a glimpse of it. As it disappears and you hear the sound of splintering ashes. And yes, I looked up how much health wood has.
Nice.
You can hear Ajo scream.
Did you look up how much damage splinters do? Sorry.
Yeah, I did. They don't pierce.
Respect.
Nano bot plague hide. Yeah, so it's all good.
It's too bad it's not a vampire dog.
Right. Vampire nanite rabies. Might have helped Blackstone with the healing factor.
So his muscles almost look like they're cables that are.
I was
there.
gonna say metal.
Yeah, it looks like they're a hybrid metal and flesh. He seems to be mutated beyond what the other ones you saw were.
It's probably the
And he
source of
has
this plague for
an
that one.
extra madness in his eyes. Not indicating any unflavored.
Don't forget to
That-
reset your luck.
Remember, madness is grape flavor.
Yeah, if you were to give it a flavor, it'd be the flavor of chocolate. You should try it. Did?
Like milk chocolate, like spicy chocolate.
It's your turn. I just want to make sure you know.
Baker's chocolate.
Now, so I can't see it, but I heard something.
Yeah, you heard it over here.
I want to ask a different question, I guess. When I set myself up here, could I have like loaded both my weapons and have them on the counter next to me?
Yes. That would be part of that 5 minutes as he came bounding in that you guys had to prep.
So, and I'm guessing interacting with something that's right there that I've already interacted with isn't an action.
No, I could see that being part of your action. It's right there set up, ideally.
Yeah, because I wouldn't know initially like what situation was going to
Yeah.
be. So I think I would grab, given that I've seen it but I can't see it, I would probably grab the grenade launcher. But that's a fair way away, right? That's a long way away.
It's a decent.
And I'd
range.
have to be going through a vehicle.
22, 23.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Ajo runs screaming out into the night with a dog nipping at his ass. Sorry.
Azrael, don't
Right
get him
for his
killed.
man.
Well, he's gone.
I mean, like, I can't really do much.
See, the fog of war that says that I can't see what's going on in that room bothers me. It's appropriate, but it still bothers me.
Oh no, I get it.
See, the bad thing is that Ajo's movement is still not going to get him out of the room. To the south. Like, if I run south, it's still not going to get him out. And I'm pretty sure that the Alpha has higher movement than me.
Are there
6
attacks about?
move.
What?
Move 3 and get out of the room.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's
Take
going
3
to,
move to get here.
Huh? To get... Oh, yeah, I mean, like... Well, yeah, but, like, he's going to be able to get there, too. Like, I'm trying to get
Yes.
away.
Alright, as my action then, I guess I'll make a deduction check to see what Zid believes is the best course of action, because I got nothing. I can't see it, I can't fire at it.
So
Like, what does he do?
you could probably move to get in position. Have the ability. A hold action. Aim.
Well, I have windows, right? Like, I mean, I guess I will make a ready action.
I'm just giving you options. No right or wrong.
There is.
Yeah,
a
well,
wrong
Zid's not
answer.
going outside, so he will ready an action. And given, like, yeah, he hopes that nobody else is going outside. I'm
The
actually
The thing
gonna
is
grab.
inside, though.
Yeah, he's inside
I
the house.
don't know. I don't
I
know
do.
it's gone
Yeah.
inside. I just saw
Launch
it
your grenade over there and
smashing
kill
through
everyone.
wood.
I mean, that's it. I guess that would be a.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna I'm gonna grab the heavy rifle, and I'm gonna just ready an action to shoot at the dog if I see it. If I
Okay.
don't see it, I guess I will just hope that I can hear wherever it is and make my way to it.
Okay.
He's not gonna move outside.
Stitcher.
Well, from my vantage point, I'm assuming I might hear something, but I probably.
Oh, you
won't
heard
see
something
it.
go smashing through the wall, and you heard Ajo scream.
Right. So. Okay.
There's a difference between a scream of terror and a scream of pain, though.
This
Ajo
was
feels like
he needs to
let out
change
one
his
of those-
pants scream.
Oh,
Not
one
he's
of the-
missing his legs scream.
The brown alert scream.
Yes.
In Ajo's combat
Oh.
zone, so he has seen a lot.
Right. That in mind. So I know it's nearby. I don't know exactly where. Got the incendiary pistols ready to go. This is more thinking out loud, but if I wanted to figure out how to overcharge a stun gun, that'd be weapons tech. lose everybody?
Oh, no, I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear. Looks like your camera bleeped out for a minute.
Weird. It froze up on my end, so I think it's my connection.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Are we all good?
I hear you, Stitcher. What you gonna do?
So what I was thinking, potentially, was one of two things. Either I look for stuff to make the equivalent of a Molotov, or I figure out if I can temporarily overcharge my stun gun and use it as an improvised EMP. Just one nice big electric boom. But I don't know what that would fall under.
I vote stun gun. That sounds awesome. Just don't hit me with it.
I mean, I would not be trying to get in close range. I would be...
You're welcome to try.
So, in terms of skill to use, would that be weapons tech?
So you're trying to jimmy rig it?
Yeah. Effectively improvise a really big stun. Effectively improvise it as a stun grenade rather than a stun gun. I would throw the entire battery pack with it.
Yeah, the gun
You
is
would
not
need
going
to.
to be a functional gun at that. After that.
Yeah, no, that's
No,
absolutely
but I
going
haven't
to
used
be a purged item at that point.
Right. I would be willing to make the sacrifice in this circumstance. So yeah. Something to either jury rig it as a stun grenade or otherwise overcharge it as like a much more powerful stun, but like one shot.
I'm thinking either electronics or demolitions for jimmy rigging it like that. Possibly
I don't have
weapons
either of those,
tech.
so I'm pretty sure.
Those are the three I could see
Yeah.
working.
I mean, either way, it'd be the same roll. So
It's up to you. If you botch bad enough, it might have an
Use
effect that you really want.
luck.
You say
I think
loot
weapons
luck?
tech would be the most.
No, I said use.
appropriate.
Use luck.
Yeah. Yeah. I think in this case, weapons tech would be the most appropriate, and I'm gonna throw like.
Give me just a
all of my
second.
luck or most
I need
of it?
to reload VDO because it's saying I'm not the director, even though the URL says I am. I'm trying to finagle people's audio just a little bit so it's better balanced and it's not letting me. So give me just a moment to read.
That's unfortunate.
All right. I am back. Good. Okay, now it's actually letting me do it. All right. So let's see. What did you roll?
14.
14.
You're gonna have to have Blackstone look at it. You're not sure what you did, but it's not working.
Alright, fair enough. That's gonna be my turn, because I figure I wouldn't be able to do anything else.
I mean, you can move, but that's about it. Yeah, that's gonna take the full turn. If you
Yeah,
had
I'm serious.
longer, it would be one thing.
Yeah.
But when it's
Yeah, no, just trying to do it on the fly,
Yeah.
unfamiliar. Yeah. No, it makes sense. Just,
not ideal.
I would
but
have taken even a 5, but a 3 base? Dang.
Yeah.
I think I'll stay where I'm at. I don't see a reason to move yet.
I mean, you know the creature broke through the wall, a wall.
Right, but I don't know which one. And I don't think from my vantage point I can see which wall it broke through.
Yep.
Yeah. So all I know is I heard screaming that way.
Pretty much.
So
my turn then?
yeah, your turn. And I'll be right back.
And yes, it is your turn, Harlan.
So, from what I can see, where it smashed through the wall, is it still visible in any way at that corner? Did it smash up?
No,
enough
it's
with the
inside
sidewall?
the wall. So you know it made a hole through the wall to get through. But now the wall's blocking you, so you could try to shoot through the wall, but it's going to
with
give
my
it cover.
augmented hearing, as far as that goes, is that going to be able to give me a better, more precise location of where it might be, or at the very least, that I'm not going to shoot through Ajo in the process of trying to shoot it?
I mean, you're fairly certain. I mean, if you roll low enough, probably not, but it's
So
less
what do you want
likely.
me to roll combat-wise, since I can't select the boss's token since I can't see it?
A standard attack for that range.
Okay.
So it will be DV. Which one are you using? Shotgun slug?
Yeah, shotgun flood. So, you want me to just click roll and attack on that shotgun?
Yeah, I'm trying to get the DV to work.
Hold on, no, I'm gonna not select myself with that shotgun.
Why not?
It has not reached that level of dire.
It is not letting me see the DV.
Probably because there's a wall intervening.
But it's not letting me see the DV anywhere, including going straight out.
That's bizarre. Yeah, it's the same thing for me. If I try to measure out, it's just saying the distance.
Yeah, it's like the DV measurement broke. So 3 meters. Do I have the DV chart handy?
No.
So you're using a shotgun with slugs, DV3, so that's a 13
So like whenever I
to
try
hit that range.
to do the DV, it's actually set to NA right now. But if I do like pistol, if I change it to pistol, yeah. So I think that like they were just turned off.
You think it was just that? I mean, I could try it again. I turned it off, turned to something else, and turned it back.
Yeah, it shows me DV now. So try again.
Nope.
Okay, weird. It worked for me.
All right. Well, I'm gonna roll an attack. You got the chart. You said there was a 13.
Yeah.
Wow, through the wall even?
No.
13's the standard for the distance.
Okay.
So pistol works. Shotgun slug just won't work.
Well, that's poor.
They're rolling real well, fellas.
It's still a hit as far as it goes distance-wise. How much is the wall going to cause a problem? Because I know a shotgun slug will blow right through a fucking wooden wall like it's not really even there, especially if it's weather.
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
Roll your damage. See what you get.
That's so terrible.
Jesus, that's awful.
So you put a hole in the wall and you see this red eye looking at you through the hole you made.
Thanks for taking its attention away.
I'm okay with that. It's got to come through that wall and another wall to get to me. I don't think it's going to make up enough speed to do both.
Just like you say.
All right. Well, Harlan,
That's the end of my turn.
could have been better. Joe?
Hey, I rolled a 2 and a 3. I mean, come on.
That's why you could have done better. I didn't say worst.
Oh, I could have done worse. I'm glad I didn't.
Exactly. If you had rolled and failed, you could have hit Adjo.
Part of me.
I'm sure that would
wants
build a good
to
friendship with you.
Take advantage of the.
Get my girlfriend kidnapped. How'd you shoot me?
So part of me wants to take advantage of the attention being off of Ajo and sneak out of the room.
I don't know how well the attention is actually off of you. If I had
For a
heard
split
it,
second, it is.
if I had actually done damage to it, maybe. Since I didn't do any damage to it, I think it's still focused on you because I'm not a threat, obviously.
I feel like Ajo would try get on top of the beast and then try and just mash it with his machete slash axe combo.
See, so
Keep in mind, he did hear the fun that your compatriot had going melee with these things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
that's
now
what I'm-
sleeping in the
that's what I'm
car, blind and limbless.
So the heavy melee has a rate of fire of 2, and the very heavy pistol has a rate of fire of 1.
Take the shot, retreat out of the room.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Remember, we're trying to do a run and gun retreat
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Charging it right now, that's last ditch actions.
Yeah. So let's see. So, GM, I'm gonna I just want to see like if I can make the shot once I get out of the room. So I want to
Well,
move out of the room really quick. Just to
If
see I can
you
shot.
make the shot after leaving the room,
Yeah,
you'll have to make sure you have line of sight to shoot it.
that's what I was gonna do. Like I want to make sure that I have line of sight.
Okay.
Is that okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, I've got line of sight. Okay, so let's do target bastard,
You should just rename it that.
very heavy pistol, roll an attack. We're gonna look it up.
13.
Well,
I'm sure you could.
I'll
possibly
probably have enough. Hang on, let me look at his handguns. Hang on. It's a 12. You should be okay. I shouldn't have to look that up. Knock on wood. Fake wood, but wood anyway. Confirm.
Who do you think, nuts? Never a
Oh,
chance to
that's a
fail.
good roll.
All right.
That was
Roll.
a good roll. 20. And then that should hit.
What we need is seriously high damage rolls
I
because
know.
this thing has got
3d6.
46.
Oh, 46, yeah. So that's not terrible.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a rate of fire 1, very heavy
Yeah.
pistol. All right.
What does that do? Probably doesn't.
Question.
Probably doesn't do anything.
Makes it.
Probably just pisses him off. Oh, yeah, wow! It actually did something.
Oh shit! I knew I forgot to do something.
Hmm?
I was gonna move over to this door that's next to me. Can I still do that?
Yeah.
Oh, makes sense. Okay.
We haven't looped the round yet, so
Okay, that makes sense.
if an enemy went before him, I'd say no because it could change
Sure.
things.
Yeah.
But it's been all you guys. I don't think any of you are going to change what you've done. So I'm more likely to be polite if it doesn't likely to cause any issues.
Sure. Makes sense. Thank you.
I know.
right.
Definitely appreciate it. That's why I asked. I was just
So
gonna
let's
do it.
see.
Yep. No, you're right to do so. I mean, you always ask. You know how it is. You're more likely to let a player do it if they ask than if they just try to do it.
So Harlan, you're like not gonna move into the room.
I'm going to move to the door right there and wait.
Okay. Oh, are you? Oh, never mind. That's fine. Go ahead. All right, I'm over. So I just fired at it, and then now it's gonna come after me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Getty.
The damage.
I'm sorry, Getty.
Tried.
Oh, poor Gavin. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
What? Nothing
Oh my
bad
God,
could
this
possibly
is-
happen.
This is just terrible.
Did it go out and around through the hole it made in the
Yes.
wall?
Oh my god.
Because it was realizing it's going to have a hard time getting through the door, decided it would just use its massive hole.
No, so it is strong. So it is smart.
To a point.
Okay.
Interesting.
Dogs aren't dumb. Mutated dogs probably worse.
All right, so
Most dog. Good. Sorry.
you get to roll defense. So the way
Oh,
this
yeah.
works in melee is hackers, dex, an attack skill versus defenders, dex evasion skill. So you get to roll evasion, and I get to roll the attack, and that
Okay.
determines if we hit or not. There's no DV. It's just a
Yeah.
versus.
Great.
Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Gedwin's gonna kill you if you fail. Go for it.
Yeah. Wait a minute. So, because you're attacking...
Nuts, be
shouldn't
sure you
roll first?
text Gedwin Azriel's address right now while we're playing, just so he has it. Azriel, what's your question?
So, since you're attacking, shouldn't you roll first and then I have to beat what you roll?
It's more suspenseful the other way around.
No.
It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Simultaneous rolls.
Ready, set, go.
Go.
Oh my god. Hang on. I'm gonna spend some luck.
It's only a rate of fire too. Don't worry.
Oh no. No. Cancel. I don't want to spend the luck then. Oh god, not brawling. Hang on. I'm sorry. Oh god. This is gonna suck so bad. Oh god, thank goodness.
23.
Ooh.
And it's still
Second
lost.
attack is 23. Hey,
Uh-huh.
you might be able to get that one.
Oh, I got it. I beat the second
Hey,
one.
Save the second one. 26.
God almighty, I have to crit in order to like even have a chance of dodging. That's lovely.
I'm gonna double check what my evasion skill is here.
Oh, God. Getty's is a 14, by the way.
Mine's a 12.
Yeah. It's gonna be really hard to evade.
All right, I am going to need you to roll a DV 15 resist torture drug for this one.
Great. Sorry, Getty.
DB15 resist fucking rabies.
He has a resist torture drug of 7.
Nanite rabies.
At this point,
Hey, he
it
didn't take
really-
damage from that part. Let's see if he does from the other or not.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
16, he
fucking passed.
resists. As the
Ooh.
dog bites in, he feels a toxin course through his veins. Not the nanite plague. This was something else.
Great.
Oh, great. It's poisonous too.
Jesus.
So it gets to
Oh.
choose.
I'm sorry, Getty.
So
There's
we're
a
gonna
difference.
mark
Por-
that Gedwin's been bitten now because we'll see how this goes after.
Fuck me.
It's a good.
I need to get out there with the rapid detox.
There we go. Right. Well, that was a fun turn. Not a whole lot of damage done. Congratulations.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh,
Zid?
man.
Maybe we should.
Alright,
Never mind.
So
Maybe you should never
did
mind.
Isolate based on noise where this thing might be, given that he hasn't seen anything
Directly
whatsoever.
across from you. You think if you shot straight out, you could shoot through Adjo's van and hit the thing.
Are the windows down?
And maybe hit Azure.
Yeah, he'd have to shoot just north a tick, but
Oh my god.
So it's outside?
It's right here.
It is outside. It is just on the
I
other
just
side
pinged
of-
it.
It is just
Oh,
on the
boy.
side.
Move
It's
to
on
the
other
door.
side.
Oh, there you go. Now you have a clear sight on it. Right through Agio's van. You see it through the windows. Gnawing on Agio.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4,
I
5.
mean, the assault
6.
rifle should actually be a really decent DV for that distance.
Yes. DV on assault rifle at range is actually good.
This vehicle that's there, are the wheels like high? Like, could someone get under it?
Yes. It might be a little bit of a squeeze, but it's doable.
3, 4, 5, 6. All right. What do I need to roll? Athletics.
Contortionist.
Contortionist. And that's just whether it slows you down or not, or if you're able to just slip in.
18.
Oh yeah, no, you slide out of there pretty well. You're like, you actually just run and like dive and kind of like almost like dolphin swim underneath it. You're just like,
I can get to.
Slip and slide.
right? Well, you have to remember,
I can get
part of the
there.
reason I can see this fitting for Zidmore is he's combat zone hiding,
Yeah.
right? This is right up his alley of diving through a small crack and like hiding when the person comes running behind hunting, right? So it fits the character profile.
Yeah, he
I'm
seems
gonna
like
take
the-
a shot. I assume that that's cover. I
Yeah.
can see it. I can draw a bead. I'm assuming that's cover.
Mhm. So if we go assault rifle DV, that is going to be a DV 15, sir.
Alright.
And there is part of it that is not drawing a line between. So closest would be you'd nick the bumper, but his back end's otherwise showing.
Shoot him in the ass.
That's what
He
Andre's
shot
saying.
me in the buttocks.
That's what Andre's saying.
You better watch out. You do that, the dog is going to go back to JFK and show him.
As the toxin
training
courses
moment.
through Andre's veins. Ooh, that's
23.
nice. That is
I
Nice.
think
Armor
you
pier-
guys hired a sniper on your team. When did
Armor
you get a
piercing,
sniper
dude.
on your team?
Good choice.
Roll
Does the
that
armor piercing
damage,
help?
dude.
Oh, that gives me an idea.
That would be a 13 damage.
Not bad.
Hey, GM, does the armor piercing help?
Why don't we find out? Because the calculations are taken care of by the system.
Yep, it's damage. It's damage.
Hey, it's some
Armor
damage.
albation 2. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Huh, I wonder what that means.
Roll the second attack.
Is that rate of fire 2? No, it's rate of fire 1.
Red fire 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, damn, you get 2 shots at 5d6?
No,
I can
just-
auto it, but I haven't
Right.
skilled up in auto.
But I mean, that thing punches like
Yes, it does.
truck.
Alright, well, that's
I
my
just-
turns. It comes out of the room. He jumps under the vehicle. He lines a bead. He takes a shot right next to Blackstone, who I'm assuming, if he actually had his ears in.
Blackstone
Yeah, I
probably
just-
hears a from underneath the car.
Yeah.
That's it. That's my turn.
So Harlan would
That's a
see
damn
a
good
spurt
turn.
of blood and a round come zipping out of this creature and like pop through the wall. It's like,
Does it like harm its movement?
no, you didn't do
No,
a crit injury.
it ablated 2 points of its armor though.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
That's helpful.
That's very helpful.
Yeah,
That is
it does.
amazingly helpful.
Yeah, that actually gives Ajo an idea.
Less
Right,
armor
so-
means more damage.
Yes, it does. So Mr. Machete's gonna get some work.
You know, I was really hoping you would all stay together.
No.
Well, would have been fun.
I just got that.
No.
Actually, it would have been advantageous if you guys had all been in the same room looking at windows and did a ready shot on him, because you all would have gotten a shot. But if you're clustered up, I actually did prepare a special gift for you all.
Yeah, no thanks.
Since apparently you're not going to do that already, been clear. He has an area of effect fire, similar to the shotgun fire, which is I use the basis of the cyberware fire breather, which is basically an exotic shotgun implant where you get to burst incendiary out. And I was going to flavor it as poison with the biotoxin
say.
mod on it.
Yeah. I figured they would just do like one big like chomp, like chomp across.
Yep, that's what he would do, because he also has ability to jump and everything. So
All right, so Stitcher's turn.
Okay. No, it's my. Oh, it is yours. I'm sorry. I'm dumb.
Let's see. So
Where actually is Stitcher?
yep, Stitcher, you heard a shot go off, and you heard a scream
I'm,
of
like,
an Ajo.
right
Oh my
there.
god.
Oh,
You actually have a bead though, don't you?
I don't even know what room that is. I just picked it.
yeah, you're down there. You heard it up here.
I think I'd have to move to get a better one.
You
you
don't
would.
have a vantage point from where you're at.
Yeah.
You'd have to move.
You can see his van,
Yeah, I thought
but
so.
you can't see actually him. If you actually look, you can see your sight lanes. So when you see him, you can see him.
Yeah. And I'm assuming if I moved out to like here, for example, and I'll ping,
No,
that's a solid wall. I can't see through
So-
that.
When you're out there, you would have been able to see.
That would be a
If you look
sight
there,
line, if I'm not
that's a
mistaken.
solid wall, but that's a window there.
Yeah.
So you just pinged
There's
Ezreal,
the
that's a window.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But
yeah,
that's
so
a
you can
wall.
actually see out of that.
Okay.
But the problem is you'd have to get angled over here
What's this? Window or door?
to be able to see it.
That's a window.
So that's a door,
Okay.
that's a window. Right here's a window. But here's the
Well,
door.
Okay.
So you'd have to make it all the
can
way
I
over
move?
there.
Can I make that move, or is that not?
If you
gonna
have the
make it an
movement.
8 move?
How much movement do you have?
You have
8.
move of 8. Not
What about
bad.
Like, what about where I pinged? Is that not a vantage point?
Is that on the stairs, or is that?
He could
That's-
not make it all the way over there.
Okay.
I don't think
Could I
1,
make it to
2,
the
3,
stairs,
4, 5,
potentially,
6. So you could make it just barely there. And that would give you the ability to see out there.
Okay.
So either one is viable.
Yeah.
Because
I
you
would
have
go there.
stupid movement of
I'll do
8.
that then.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. But yeah, just
Stitch
don't
it
hit
gets to
Ajo.
move in.
Do not. Okay. Knock on wood again. Do not crit fail.
Why
Or
not?
you need to treat
If you
somebody.
fail, you're gonna hit Ajo.
All right.
What?
So
What do you mean?
I have my non-functional stun gun / something.
Mhm.
I also have the incendiary loaded. You know what?
Oh God. Famous
Also-
last words. You know what?
Incendiary is not a bad
So-
option.
Right.
catch me on
So
fire.
the way I'm considering
15.
this is rolling the whatever happened to the stun gun / battery outside, and then shooting that.
Oh my God.
Look, I don't know what it's gonna do, but it might as well.
So
Or
you're
I
gonna
can
do a
just take a
called
direct
shot.
shot.
You're gonna do a called shot.
Just shoot the fucking
Dude,
dog.
Yeah. Just shoot the dog.
That's what I'm gonna end up doing.
Please,
Just shoot the
dog.
fucking dog. And I love the thought of that.
I
but
do
the
too. I love
called
it
shot
too,
on
absolutely.
the stun gun is going to be so fucking hard.
It's a -8 DB, by the way.
Called
Yeah.
shots? Yeah.
Alright,
Called shots. What?
so I'm not gonna aim. I'm just gonna roll. See if I can shoot it.
Call a shot, say what, miss?
Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
That is. I didn't call the shot though. That's unfortunate.
Oh,
Jesus.
You ever
Oh,
heard
man.
of,
Do I set the house on fire?
Please set the house on fire. Don't hit Ajo.
You set Ajo's.
I need
van
you
on
to roll a
fire.
d4.
Don't hit Ajo's hair
Oh,
and
I have
set
to
it
roll
on
a d4?
fire.
Yeah, I need you to roll a d4.
God damn it. I'm sorry, Getty.
Just slash red 1d4, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Poor Getty. Oh my god.
Stitcher fires, and the round is directly into Adjo's van.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And the
At
van
least it
is now
doesn't
on
hit
fire.
Getty.
Oh,
Roll your
an-
damage.
It's an incendiary.
The van's
round.
on
The van's
fire?
fire.
Roll your damage. We're gonna see how much happens.
It might actually hurt the. It might actually hurt them.
You're, yep, it's gonna be fun. Respectable damage.
I mean, Getty's like the van is like a 50, if I remember correctly.
Luckily, his bulletproof glass, so that actually makes it better. Let's see, where is...
Where did I actually?
SBD 0. I thought he had...
He probably shot the windshield.
He's supposed to have bulletproof glass.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does. So I guess technically the bulletproof.
For some
glass
reason, it's
would-
saying he doesn't
would
have any
bleed.
of them installed,
Weird.
but he has them.
Mhm.
Structural damage points are on
Well,
0,
that's
so
good.
that was never
Worry about
restored.
objects.
So that's why it's taking me a moment to review. Because I know he has structural points. It just, yeah. Apparently got missed. So give me a moment. You know that whole week that you were down fixing it?
I do remember that. Yeah,
It never got reinstalled, did it?
you've got to be kidding me.
Boo.
So he should have 50 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. The van has 50 points of HP.
Had.
Yeah.
So what exactly does it say on your incendiary rates for what it does for damage?
What?
X.
Oh, let me go find it. Whenever you deal damage to a target through their armor, you ignite the target. Until your target spends an action to put themselves out, they take 2 damage directly to their HP whenever they end their turn. Multiple instances of this effect cannot stack.
So 2 HP per turn?
2 HP whenever they end their turn, so yeah.
Perfect.
Unless they put themselves out.
Well, to be
So-
fair, the van doesn't have a turn.
At the end of Ajo's turn is the van's turn.
Okay.
So until it's put out, it will take the 2 damage. As it still has a smoldering round on it.
Sure.
Don't worry, Stu.
Wow. Yeah.
You'll be good friends of his.
Hold on.
See, it's not so much friend as you are getting put to work buffing this out.
Yeah.
All right, Harlan.
Uh,
You see Adjo's van smoking. With a little bit of fire coming off it.
I can see a tiny little corner of the critter, but I'd be shooting through Ajo to do it. 2, 3, 4. Now I can shoot it without.
Yeah, that would have been a tricky shot from where you... From where you are now, I can see you having a good shot on it.
Shotgun, right? Yep. That slug should really help it now, because now you don't have to deal with your piss poor shooting of the freaking wall.
Yeah, no shit. 1 second. It's still not giving me the option to measure for DV for some reason.
Which is odd.
I mean, it's
3 meters
pretty-
with the shotgun.
it's
It's
Yeah,
it's gonna be. It's probably
13.
a 13, right? It's about.
I'm
as
trying to
low as
figure
you
out
can get.
why it's doing that, but yeah, it's a 13.
1 second. Let me make sure who I have.
Do have the basic slugs in there, so it's not that.
And don't forget to select the target.
I
instead
did.
of- Okay, good.
Well, I gave you a free
That's what I
round
was
back in your
just-
gun.
Just what?
I accidentally reloaded your gun by
Yeah, I was
selecting
gonna
the
say,
ammo
you
type.
accidentally reloaded.
That's okay.
It's-
We'll just keep track of that when I get to 1.
It's
I'm
not
gonna
a big
reload
deal.
them.
I'm just telling you so everyone knew it was my fault, not yours, and it comes up. Yeah, I don't know. It's not
Okay,
letting me
cool.
measure DV for shotgun.
Please. Oh, thank God. That's a crit damage. Awesome.
Ooh.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
nice.
GG, my friend. GG.
That's a good
Getty,
roll.
thanks you very much for crit injuring. Holy fuck.
Shotgun round goes out. This thing howls with anger.
Ooh!
That is fucking sweet.
What is the crit? Does it do just an extra damage, or does it do?
Isn't it a D8, like for the table?
It's 2d6. Just like that.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dismembered leg.
Oh, that's helpful.
Let me see. Does he have something that negates?
Leg
I mean,
is
they're-
removed.
I mean, it's
Cannot
slugs.
dodge. -6 move. Minimum move of 1 is what that fucking thing. That's what the dismembered leg does.
I forgot.
Yeah.
He has ref that would allow dodging. I completely forgot about that.
Whoops.
What is it to dodge shots?
10?
Yeah, no,
DV? I
what's
have no
the-
idea.
That close?
DV to do.
No, to dodge a bullet
Yeah.
should be pretty
Dodge
goddamn-
bullets? What?
Dodge bullets.
If your reflex is high enough,
I
yeah.
hope
To
not.
Neo, yeah, you can do it if dodge is high. Or if your reflex is high enough.
Which is
Sounds-
why I really wish that I had, instead of doing what I did, put
Yeah.
1 more point in the reflex.
Or
because I'm at
defender's
7.
dex evasion skill. Okay, so dex evasion. So he would do that. I should have been doing that. I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, I've
Oh
got-
no.
So I will just do it against
Right.
this one, not the previous ones.
Okay. That's good.
So he still has to beat the
Oh my
19.
God.
He's
Are you
rolled a
serious?
19.
Are you serious?
All
Are you
right.
serious?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Ouch.
Sorry.
Won't be. It's fine. It's the system.
Yep.
And
What
I'm
does
good.
this wolf even do? Does it just jump?
It's a freaking mech. It's like a mecha wolf that has
I
whatever. What is
I
it
get that,
called?
but where's
Prescience.
the to dodge the slug?
Prescience.
He just shifted and shifted back. He's just a whoop.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So
Great.
now he's
Okay.
at 21. Well, we'll see how well he dodges a machete.
I was just thinking that as I saw the wound, the crit injury. I was like, I'm supposed to have been doing that for all of the last hits.
But he can't do that. Can he do that for melees?
Yeah.
What?
Melee.
That's
ten-
the same. It's the same
that is
kind
how
of
you do
reflex
melee.
that That's how you determine the DV for melee.
You always do that for melee. You can do it for ranged if you have an 8 ref or higher. So if you have 8 or more ref, you can actually dodge bullets.
Great. Okay, so this fight got a lot.
So, Tajo.
I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna hit it.
I believe that we can. That's. It has to roll. Like, we have to roll a lot.
Like, we have to crit, and they have to like crit fail almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Done some good damage on him.
Have we?
Yeah.
It's lightly wounded. That 21 doesn't count, remember?
Right. But you did take his armor down a bit.
Okay.
His armor is down by 3 now.
Let's so I'm gonna do my two
Keep in mind
hacks.
how much he hasn't done against you either.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my 2 hacks and then I'm gonna retreat.
Okay. So I need to do evasion.
So I'm going to luck. I'm gonna do some luck here because I want to at least. Let's see. Okay, that's helpful. 25.
You hit.
Okay, I hit. I'm actually quite shocked.
See?
Now I'm gonna
Don't act like it's the end of the world.
I'm gonna roll my damage.
He's very skillful, but it happens.
All right, there's that damage.
Yep.
Takes
The nice thing is, he does ignore half the armor, too.
Sure. But I bladed again. Right?
Yes. And that's a rate of fire 2 weapon.
Yep, that's where I'm going. That's the reason why I did that instead of pistol.
There it is. So I can push the button.
I'd like to point something out.
Ow. What's up?
I'd like to point something out here real quick.
Yeah.
Page 172 in the Cyberpunk flip book, it says that you get a choice of either dodging, and that determines
Yes.
my difficulty,
Or the difficulty
you do the
value.
range, or
Yeah.
the difficulty value based on range.
Yeah, I should have been
So-
always doing the 1.
Yeah, it's
For that.
one or the other at that point. Is what, and
Yep.
that's very interesting because
Yep.
that can have some serious drawbacks too.
That's the thing. If you roll poorly,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. No. I like that it's either, and you have to pick. I'm totally
Oh
good
my
with
god. I bladed again.
that. Yep.
Alright, so now
He
let's
failed his
see.
evasion, dude, twice.
Yeah, I'm actually really
So
surprised
it's-
he failed it twice. So I
Right,
got a
but the
6
point
and
is that you're acting like, it's all
let's
over.
see.
It is doable. It's just not meant to be easy.
Go through the door and into the place if you've got the movement.
No, I'm gonna keep him outside so that Zid can see him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna force him to go around the van.
You all set?
Yeah, I'm good.
So you didn't hit him, so he's not concerned. He's going to actually jump on the van and jump down.
Great.
As his legs, you hear almost like a mechanical piston as he jumps.
Does he take any damage from the fire?
No.
Okay.
He didn't jump into the fire. He's not dumb. I love this fire. I'm gonna step in the fire. No.
Okay.
Stepping on the van was more just an insult to Adjo than anything
Okay.
else. He technically could have just jumped right over it.
Okay.
If you want to truly insult Agio, have him piss on the fire to put it out, will you please?
Oh man,
This is mine.
that's actually
This
not
is
wrong.
mine.
That's funny.
He pisses on the fire in a fucking biotoxin cloud.
Right.
Fuck.
So that would be lovely. We'll see how far down Agio's van gets before it's, dealt with. So he's going to do another fight slash. So we're going to roll those again. Evasion for Agio.
Oh. Yeah, that's what you rolled. That's the one.
Next attack.
There.
Maybe you'll roll a little better.
Oh my god. Yeah, here comes where's this torture drug?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you want to roll the other evasion first?
Oh yeah, well whatever.
That's fine. It's 13.
I probably didn't pass.
It is a 15 that's needed, so now you're going to do 3d6 damage from the biotoxin.
Ouch. Okay, hang on. Second evasion coming up. That's better.
That's out of the way. It was a 20 attack versus a 23, wasn't it? Yeah.
No, the first the first attack.
The
Oh,
second
okay,
was
yeah.
20, so
Okay,
he
yeah.
dodged the second one.
All right. But the first one, I
Right.
took 3 damage, right?
And you
And
didn't
now I'm gonna
resist,
get the
so
3d6
it is
from
a
the
3d6, no elevation.
Yeah.
Whew. 13 straight to your life.
Hey,
Yeah, I did not mean to close the
it's
door.
it's not hitting me, by the way. I've still got 40 out of 40.
Yeah, I know. I didn't actually click it yet.
Okay.
'Cause-
No, but like I remember the first one.
Yeah.
Didn't you hit me for 5 the first time?
No.
Or was that fully bladed?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
bladed. The issue is
Okay.
that same thing there. It's bladed because you have armor, but it still
Okay.
punctures. The
The
biotoxin
toxin, yeah,
ignores
hit me for
armor and
13.
goes directly
Yeah.
into your system, but doesn't abate. So that means you're down to 27.
27. Mm-hmm. Ow.
Agio has that one.
Stitcher.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm busy lighting fucking vans on fire.
But he's going to do an evasion. So there's your DV.
Wait, what?
If Zid shoots at him, that's his
Oh, okay. All right.
DV.
All right. All right, Zed, you can do it. I believe in you.
He did it last time.
Yeah, he did.
He rolled, what was it? I think it was like a 30 or something last
I need
time.
you. I need
No,
you to
I
roll
rolled
30 again.
23. I wouldn't
23,
get this.
okay.
I have to crit.
You wanna try something else? That's fine,
Well,
too.
see, so I think that this is probably the time to put AR away, maybe?
You can't. The grenade launcher's on the table in the other room.
Oh, balls. Okay.
And it's the same DV anyway. Like,
Oh, all right, never mind.
And I personally think the assault rifle is a better choice because it ablates the armor versus
That's fair.
versus the grenade launcher.
Yes.
I don't think the grenade launcher doesn't ablate, does it?
It does, just less.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you use standard armor piercing grenades, it'd do the same.
you get 2. All right.
and aim just takes away from my accuracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Aiming does allow you to basically target the head, which would allow you to do additional damage if you hit.
Yeah, but it reduces my attack by 8.
Mhm.
So I'd have to double crit for that.
Correct.
Yeah, no.
Like the thought.
I mean, Zid doesn't know that it's evading.
No.
He doesn't know that.
Yeah, no.
is-
No,
So,
no way to know
I
that.
mean, he's gonna take a
The only
shot.
reason I rolled it ahead of time was trying to speed things up. Technically, I shouldn't roll it till you say you're going to take the shot. So, you should have hit him, and you know that, and you see him shift to the side as the shot happens. And he's like, shot just seems to miss. But you know you're on target.
And I've seen him bite into Adjo, right?
Yes. And you heard Adjo scream and cough.
Why did I just hear turn your head and cough? That's not right.
I don't think that's what he's going to be diagnosed with.
What you're doing is not a bad option, Matt. That is a pretty good option.
We just need you to roll. We need you to roll some 1s and 2s like we did.
Is there any rule
that's what
that
we need.
says
I'm okay with it.
about, like, is there any rule that says that a creature has to see a shot to determine evasion? So even though you don't see that something's coming at you, you can use your evasion to get out of it.
Range combat is attackers roll versus defenders. PV determined by range, target, and weapon, or defender's dex evasion. Choose to attempt the dodge a ranged attack instead of using determined D. If you're doing an aim shot, we're using an alternative fire mode. Or below before that. Suppression fire. Method of using auto fire. Aim shot, you get a -8. Your attack succeeds, apply damage as normal, as well as the effect.
Yeah, so it's saying that any creature, any human being can, without knowing that something's coming at them, not knowing what direction it's coming at them, can still dodge out of the way of the thing that's coming at them. That's fine.
Everybody has the what is it? Prescience or prescience?
All right.
Like-
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
With
I
that
would
in
rule
mind,
if he wasn't aware of you there, I would think you're correct. You did shoot from there before.
and I'm not. I'm just.
So,
I'm
let's
just
do
flabbergasted
this.
about the system, not about.
Let's
the
do
situation.
this. It makes sense. If you roll stealth and beat his perception and shift your positioning, then we'll go with the DV and not give him the evasion. Because that makes sense. I see what you're saying.
No,
Right.
I mean Matt's got a perfectly logical, valid argument.
That's
in my
why I'm
opinion.
saying I
He
agree
doesn't
with
know-
it.
Yeah, I'd agree
I'm
with
trying
that
to look
too.
at the rules and evaluate if it says anything about it. Right? I mean, this goes back to the talk we talked about. Do you want an exact rule or guidelines, right?
Yeah,
In this
yeah.
case, there's no
Um,
guidelines or anything, so it's like, you have a point, let's try to make a ruling, so that's why it's taking a little bit extra time.
So, yeah, and I've done an action.
So if you want to stealth
I can
move,
do a move.
then I can have you roll against the DV instead for that attack.
No, it's okay. He didn't know this before now, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay.
Okay, and is like
Jenkins. Loud.
Is making is moving out from here and making myself another target, like a distraction. Is that an action? Would creating a distraction be an action?
Depends on how you do it. For example, if Stitcher would have hit him with fire, he was actually going to go plow through the wall
The reason why I'm
and
asking,
go for him.
the reason why I'm asking is because I've taken an action to shoot, and I'm just wondering. I'm wanting a ruling like Zid is interested in making a distraction so that other people can potentially shoot it while it's looking away. But I'm not sure.
I see. So you're trying to
whether
make
he
it
can
where
do that
other
Zid-
people can use a DV instead of evasion.
Right.
That's not standard in the rules, but I like it. So what I am thinking is,
And it's what Zid would do, whether it's going to actually apply mechanically isn't
Right.
important to me, right?
no, I get that.
Because that's what he would do. He would see it dodging and he would go, well, it's seen me. Maybe it will only do that if it sees them, right? He would think that logically. And so he would try to, or he would think of making a distraction. It doesn't have to apply mechanically. I'm not asking for it to.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'm trying to think of what would work.
Well, he's gonna shift out of cover. Okay, while you're thinking. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
I
He's
think a
gonna move to,
cool
like,
check
here.
would fit well in this endeavor. So either a cool check where you just roll and get under your cool on a D10, or I'm trying to decide which skill could potentially lie. I could see acting.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move out of cover. I'm gonna move behind, like, to the back of the creature. And Zid's gonna be like start and like yell and make noise and stamp his feet and
Taunt,
that sort of
basically.
thing. Yeah. To one, try and get it off Adjo, who he's seen it maul, and two, to try and get it to turn around so that anyone that's in the building still might be able to get a better shot. Now that's a might,
Yeah.
right? But
Roll me a D10.
just a D10.
Yep.
No.
Okay. So he seems uncertain about your aspect.
All right,
But
that's
I-
fine.
wait a minute.
That's my turn.
A 9
That's what I
D10.
do.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'll take it.
I like your idea though. It's crafty. I like those. That's why I'm trying to think of ways that I can see it fitting within the system and stuff as well. Because I really do like
And
your
part of it might be
ideas.
like the chances, and part of it might be the rolls, and part
Right.
of it might be narration, and part of it like
Stitcher?
whatever.
Yeah. I thought doing kind of like we did the luck rolls, doing a cool roll in that regard. I couldn't really think of a skill that would
Yeah, all good.
work for that on this guy.
So Stitcher,
But I really do like it.
Stitcher, I don't know if you can see Ajo, because Ajo's at the door and you're like right there, so I'm pretty sure you saw him get mauled.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would assume I heard him scream.
Yeah.
And
But the door's open.
Snarling.
Based
Yeah,
on
door's wide
the
open.
fact you
Yeah,
guys
you and
left
I
I
can see
figure
each
I
other.
either need. Yeah, so I figure either jab Ajo with the rapid detox now, or take a shot, get him off Ajo, and then I gotta take my chances.
It's up to you.
Well, you have a really high move, so I would.
Yeah.
Ajo can. So, is it 3d6 every turn for the
Great
rapid
question.
detox?
What do you know about
For the detox?
biotoxin?
I don't know. I'm gonna move to Ajo's spot if I'm still on distance.
I mean, I could see Stitcher making a roll to see what he knows about biotoxin.
So
If it was,
I'll move right there.
Okay. If it was your previous med tech, you actually was working on making
Yeah, I know.
biotoxin. So that was right up his alley.
So at this point, I see Ajo. I see the bite marks. Do I see signs of anything else, like kind of what Blackstone was running into with the nanite?
Do you want
Or any
to do a quick check or a thorough check? If you want to do a thorough check, it's going to be your action, but it's going to be a lower DV. If you want to do a quick check, it's not going to take your action, but it's going to be a higher DV.
Quick check. Action economy's huge.
Yeah, I feel like Witcher with the wolf right there would take the time to quickly look and see if you got jabbed with the
Okay.
rapid detox or
Roll some sort of your medical check, whatever you were using to investigate.
Sure. I'm trying to remember which
Reception,
one actually-
first aid, surgery, roll ability.
Paramedic.
You can try that. Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Dude, you got good skills on that.
I know. That's the only reason that roll is decent.
You're not
A
seeing
deuce.
any
Oof.
manite effects, but you're not sure if there's anything else or not.
Okay. It's not clear to me on a quick check. But I do know from previous experience that when Blackstone got bit, he did mention feeling something else. And he also mentioned, I saw the nanite plague, both he and Sid mentioned feeling something else, which the Stitcher would imply. I think, at least, it would imply there's something else going on. So,
Uncertain. Speculations are always good.
right.
Either that or right now you lean your gun past.
I just
Ajo
realized what
and
time it
pull
was
the
and we
fucking
didn't take our
trigger.
break. Do you guys want to just keep going or do you need a quick break?
I'm good to keep going.
I'm
I don't
good.
care. I'm fine.
Okay.
Matt, your
Yeah.
call. You need a break?
Oh,
I'm
good.
okay.
Let's do it.
All right. What were you saying about leaning past Ajo and taking a shot?
Just fucking put
Shoot,
another
yeah.
incendiary round into his ass and then move back off as far as that goes right now.
Yep, I agree.
All right, take the chance and see if
Don't shoot
turn
Ajo.
myself into Gabriel.
Please don't shoot Ajo.
Just, crit fail so you can shoot Ajo and catch him on fire.
Light the pan on fire, light the man on fire.
Yeah, I'm doing evasion since he definitely is right there.
Oh my god.
That scared the hell out of me. I thought that was going to be another one.
Oh my god. It doesn't matter.
So-
It misses anyway.
Yeah, it missed, but you didn't hit anyone.
I'm assuming the wolf just shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, his evasion's an 18.
I mean, he
base.
sees you're right behind him. He sees it coming,
Yeah.
right? So evasion made sense.
Yeah. All right.
Marlon.
Well, this is going to be fun.
Harlan,
5, 6,
have you guys played Cyberpunk 2077?
Yep.
6. I have.
Other than it being a dog, it should be somewhat familiar. Certain alley.
I mean, unless this is a boss in the game that, I mean, I don't remember encountering.
A lot of the skills are similar to a certain boss in 2077.
Oh, Smasher? No, it's not Smasher.
No.
That's.
There's the shot I made. Is he dodging?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he doesn't know what's coming because he's on Ajo and
You're on the other side of the van.
yeah.
No, not that one. Trying to run it realistically, right?
And we honestly, I'm not kidding. We really appreciate it because otherwise, it's basically an impossible fight.
Oh no, not impossible. Just ridiculously hard.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be extremely hard.
Oh,
But
that's
I'm
so
trying to
helpful.
run it based on logic and reason, because I'm a fan of logic and reason. And I
We're a
should
fan of
have
you
hated
being a
that.
fucking reason.
Crap, Harlan.
Oh my god.
Dude,
Please.
what is
please,
your
please.
deal, man?
Hey, man. He is lethal with that shotgun.
I need him to be.
Shotgun
Alright,
surgeon.
Yeah,
Where's
no
that,
kidding, right?
Where's that injury?
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh, that's helpful. Dismembered arm.
Drop anything it's holding. I like the leg from last time better.
Me too.
I really did. But this thing doesn't have arms. It's
It
got
doesn't.
4 fucking legs.
Yeah.
It sprouts an arm that just gets shot off.
Hey, none of
Don't
this
give him
growing,
ideas.
none of this growing limb shit.
No.
You don't need any chicken from Chernobyl farms, you know.
No.
So he
Is there a
got
way
that.
to like change that from dismembered arm to dismembered leg since it's a 4-legged creature?
Nope, because I'm counting him as having arms and legs.
Okay.
Just because of the way
what does the dismembered arm get him then?
just because of the way cyberware works. It means he's down one of his arms. If you
Okay.
get it again, it means that he
Means he can't move.
doesn't have his his speed's going to be reduced, but he can't
mean, he
use
doesn't have
his
anything to
claws
stand
to
on.
attack, which he's
Yeah.
been using his claws to attack.
Okay.
He's been biting and clawing.
All right.
If he
Now he has
loses
to
his
have
other
one to
one, he
stand on.
can't.
Well, now he's biting and having to have the other one to stand on at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
Still very useful.
Yes.
That was one.
Oh no, I'm
2,
very
3,
happy
4,
with your role, Harlan. Very, very happy.
2, 3,
Adjo.
4, 5. Yep, that was my entire move.
I'm gonna hack again.
But can you hack it?
I'm gonna double hack, yeah. We're gonna see. Let me make sure I got him selected. Yes, I did. Okay.
According to you, attacker has to roll first.
Yeah, oh well. Does the attacker or defender get the winner?
I think
Defender
it's
wins in a tie. Page 172, right in the box.
False. Okay.
Keep in mind, that's not a bad thing for you guys either.
Yeah.
Because over the course of the game, you guys will have a lot more defenses than they will.
Okay. So now I'm going to.
It tends to be better for players for it to actually side on the side of defender. Just because the way games go.
I'm trying to think of where I want to move. I'm honestly deciding if I want to go into the house or not.
Can you plow Stitcher over in the process of that, or does he allow you to pass? How does that work in the system?
I think as long as the ally is fine with it, you basically just move through the slot.
Okay.
Which, of course, I would be, because I'm trying to turn around and jab him with something that turns it.
I'm gonna kite. 1, 2, 4, 6. Okay.
See, I'm afraid it's coming for me after blowing its leg off.
That is
It's
fine with
considering
Ajo.
it.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage I just did.
That's perfectly fine with Ajo. Do I need to roll?
That's
3D
fair assessment.
Or well, you need to roll 3d6 for the damage to me, right? From toxin.
No?
It's
Okay.
a one-time deal, I think.
Oh, great! Awesome. Thank you. That's helpful.
He
That's how
thought
the
that was
rules
in
work.
every round.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
fuck.
Shoot,
All right. So the van keeps burning.
At this
Roger.
point, the fan being on fire is the least of my concerns. If I kill the dog dies, I will pee on the fucking incinerator around to put it out. And I will also look at Ajo and say, "This is mine now," just to see how pissed off he's gonna get.
All right. All right.
You almost died. Your van is our property now.
Stitcher, roll and evade.
Roll and evade? Okay.
Yeah.
Give me 1 sec.
Oh god, I think it's crashing through the wall to come after you.
It's
Yeah.
gonna eat Ajo. Aw, man. So as it turns, it actually smacks with its tail at you. You didn't realize, but its tail is like a massive cable cord that it just uses to smack and bash with. And it's gonna come over here. And it's gonna make Harlan
So
do
there's
evade.
splinters flying everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh fuck yeah, there are.
The door and stuff is just all smashed. There's actually a cyberware component called a combat tail. It literally is a tail that you can fight with that smashes things. Harlan, what's your evasion?
5 points of luck.
All right.
That's all my luck. You ain't fucking hitting me if I can help it right now.
Buddy, just trying to do some damage. He's angry you killed his friends. Is it?
Hello.
You just saw this thing turn and use its tail and smash the door and everything, showering Stitcher and splinters. And then go over and try to bite.
I'm telling you to shoot this thing in the ass.
Yeah,
again.
I mean, I'm gonna position. So what's the
Butt shot, butt shot.
what's the ideal distance for this weapon?
The best range,
8, 2,
due to
3,
the fact that you're experienced. Oop. A primary location.
I thought like you mean for the ARs. I think it's what 25.
Assault rifles enjoy being at a range of 26.
I can
26
get,
to 50.
I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Keep in mind, if you
12,
stealth
13,
first,
14, 15.
that's not a bad option.
Yeah, I will stealth like here, right? Like to see, because I can draw a bead behind from behind the vehicle.
Go ahead and
Alright,
roll.
So I will stealth.
I will have him roll to see if he detects you, and if pass, no evasion chance for him. Because I like that. That makes sense.
It's,
as well.
it doesn't make sense to be able to dodge something you don't know is coming.
Oh,
Yep.
Totally agree
boy.
with that.
Oop. Yep.
I have a 31.
There you go. You can use your DV. He will not evade.
Okay. So
See, that's the thing. I'm with you on that, Nuts. I try to use what
Common
makes
sense,
sense as well. I try to follow the rules of the system if it says, and then does it what makes the most sense.
The other issue that goes with that, though, guys, is that that also means that's true of any of us if we were
Yep.
also using that same ability, which is perfectly fine in my opinion.
That hits. Oh yeah, and that's the thing. That's why it's something to consider.
Alright, he comes up behind the wheel of the vehicle. Wheel like lines up a shot straight up at us.
Harlan, this gout of blood shoots out of its shoulder, like its neck and shoulder area, as a shot from Zid rings through, kind of sprinkling you a little bit.
So that's
May you be healed by the blood of the beast.
So that's an additional 2 ablation. I mean, its armor's got to be gone. So, not
I
to
don't know.
mention,
I can see his
he's
armor
now
right
s-
here. It's pretty good.
He's now seriously wounded. So does that cut back on his movement?
It's a great question.
Don't know.
That's why I asked.
It's your turn, Stitcher. I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna tell the dog if he's a good doggy. You want a bone, and I'm gonna stick the fucking shotgun in his mouth.
Nice.
Stitcher, you are
Alright.
more than welcome to jab me with a rapid detox, sir. Well, you don't need to because I've already
Yeah,
taken.
let me
I've
do a
only
quick
taken the
test on-
damage, so you don't need to.
Let me do a quick check on Ajo to see if he's gotten worse or not.
Okay. It's going to take 5 of your movement to move over to him, or 4 of it.
Yeah, that's fine.
You got a
think
31.
Stitcher knows exactly what's wrong with him.
Me too.
You know that there's
Joe.
probably a residual thing, but nothing that can be really fixed right now. Similar to, you know, Blackstone's issues. It's not a quick fix time sort of feel.
Makes sense. Okay.
He should be able
So-
to get a beat on the dog from moving the rest of his movement. In the
Like right here.
yeah. Well, I don't know that you can get there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4
where,
moves
where
back.
GM said, yeah, moving diagonally.
Keep in mind the stairs.
Like
Yeah.
So
right here.
you probably move about there and have a shot. Yeah.
Can you see? Can you see it?
It looks like I do. It's tricky, but
Yeah, it's going to be through the door like that. So if you miss poorly, you might hit...
You won't hit the van.
You might hit
You'll
Harlan
hit
on
me.
the other side.
You'll hit me.
So, you know, we'll see what happens.
Take the shot.
Yeah, I don't think Harlan will mind.
all right, fair enough.
Harlan catches on
Remind me,
fire.
switching ammo types is an action, correct?
It's a
What?
reload. Reload is an action.
Yeah. Just take
Unless
the
you
shot.
have
shot.
a special
Shot.
gun, there is a special gun that allows you to load 2 clips. So you can just flip which ammo type you're using. It
Alright.
takes a reload action, switch the type of ammo you're using.
Ooh, that should be very nice. And there's no way the dog knows he's there.
There's actually a decent chance he would. He has really good hearing. But he's currently frustrated and trying to bite him, so no.
So roll damage.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Very good.
Huh?
Another
Man.
injury. Let's see if this one loses. Let's see if he lost another arm.
No, it's dead.
You hope.
No. Put your cursor. I've got my cursor over
I
the
don't.
dog.
I can't
It's
No,
see it.
no, you don't know.
It's-
You don't know. You don't know.
I do. It flops over in front of me, and I'm still gonna shoot it with the shotgun.
Not on the
Harlan,
claw.
this thing slumps over in front of you. It has a smoldering round in it.
I'm not
This-
kidding though. I'm still gonna put the shotgun right up against
Yes,
its head.
okay,
Make
do
sure
it.
it's
Fucking
dead.
trigger.
Do it.
You gonna
Roll
do
for
the call-
death.
You gonna do the called shot?
Does it have a DV if it doesn't move? And it's point blank?
There's no way, right?
I mean, like I said, I'm gonna pull the trigger on it at least once more no matter what. Do you want me to roll damage for it?
Go for it. Just for the amusement of seeing if you get another crit and blow another chunk off him.
Yeah.
Just because it would be funny if you blow a leg off. Shot rings into him. His skin is moving.
Like, is it fixing itself?
You're not sure, but it almost looks like it is.
Keep. Oh my fucking god. Zed, I need a grenade to shove up this thing's ass.
Are you even sure it has an asshole?
I'll make one.
What do you guys want to do?
This thing is healing from dead. At least that's what I think it's doing.
Oh.
Zid, what do you want to do?
Well, he's.
Called to you.
I mean, Zed will come over with the thing of weapon of. He's got. He's got like a whole freaking belt
I've got the
of
stun gun thing that we
Grenades,
can
yeah.
try.
Shove it
can
down
I-
its throat.
Yeah, do I have to make a check?
You want to do one of your scrap grenades? Is that what you're thinking?
Actually,
Incendiary?
They can kill it
I-
with fire.
I have an incendiary grenade on me right now.
It's up to you.
Honestly,
Hold on.
might.
If you're gonna do that, 1 second. 1, 2, 3,
Before-
4,
Yeah. get out of there.
5.
I will say you might want to not do it next to the wooden structure you're taking shelter in.
Or Audro's van. That's already smoldering.
That's on fire right now, and
Run it
needs to
over
take
with
another-
Ajo's van. Let's go.
Actually, I did say that I was gonna do as soon as I thought it was dead. I shot the thing. Then I'm gonna piss on the incendiary and put it out.
Well, can Zid drag the beast? I
Yeah.
guess?
You and Harlan could do it together.
Yeah, I will help him
Let's
drag.
drag it out.
Go ahead and roll a perception while you're dragging the beast out. The two of you. No one else can because they're not part of it. The two of you can.
It's
because you're right
unconscious,
there.
right? Pretty sure if it wasn't.
Skills perception.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure if it wasn't, if it was conscious, it would probably be fighting him off.
Blow it up. But Stitch should be able to like get a blood sample of it potentially.
Don't
There'll be
know.
blood. There's blood splattered on me. You can have some of that. Is my hearing gonna apply for this perception or not?
Sight.
Making sure. Oh wow, there's my 16. You rolled a 2 and got a 16. I rolled a 3 and got a 16.
It does look like its wounds, some of them have lessened.
Mhm.
And it still looks like it's like underneath its skin is like almost like there's something alive within it.
Yeah, that's. Yep.
That's really your face.
Huh, okay.
I'm just processing like what this would look like because it literally is like it's like Logan fucking regenerating.
Well, as soon as I've got it out here, I shoe haul it away and I start cooking that incendiary grenade and stash it deep within the creature.
All right.
Do I have to make some sort of
Never
check?
will.
We're going to do a
Like-
demolitions just to see how well it goes off.
Alright.
And then we'll go ahead and dock that out of your gear.
Demolitions.
Yeah, like I said, move over, put out the incendiary around.
I mean, it's pretty decent for the
Good.
19.
Yeah, no, that means it goes off without any flaw at all. Which means you also have plenty of time to walk away without being in the range. That's part of the
it just
roll,
He
right?
stuffs it up
Low.
and then he's just walking away casually. And then, like, about 2 seconds after it, like, he spends good 2 seconds just wiping himself off and then he bolts.
Actually, no. You think about bolting, but you're like, I got time. You're walking, and as you're walking back, you have this illuminating flare of just heat and flame behind you. That whole, action movie sequence. You see Zid just sauntering forth in his dominant stride as this beast behind him envelops in flames and pieces. And that, my friends, is what we're going to call it for tonight. As you've taken out your first boss, real boss. I hope you all enjoyed.
We chopped that one guy's head off in his sleep, but that didn't count.
That's not taking out a real boss.
That's
Yeah,
ambush.
that's. This was the first boss fight, and I hope it actually felt like a boss fight.
It did,
It
honestly.
did.
Like I'm not kidding.
Yeah,
When you
did.
started rolling evasion, I really thought it was gonna be impossible. But then you
The
decided
plus
to play it
18?
realistic.
Oh my god.
Cut off the leg.
Well, he's a cyber psycho, is what I based him off.
Oh, okay.
So you think about 2077, the cyber psychos that you fought,
Yep.
right? Like they're crazy. They are dodging bullets. They are zipping around crazy. They're not a normal fight.
Yeah.
If you go into one of those cyber psycho fights, like, oh, this is just a normal fight. No, you're
Yeah.
lost.
I had to reload a few times against some of those.
Exactly. So I hope that encompassed that feel a bit on this.
It did. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you all for being here. Hope you
Oh,
all
man.
enjoyed. Join us next time for more. See y'all next time. Check these fine folks out. Enjoy the story. See you guys next time.